Father of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
You heard what I said. You heard it right the first time. Nickwa!
Joe Cronin, straight tracks.
I eat a butthole out right now, bro.
I stuck the fingers in your asshole.
You fucking cunt, faggot!
John Stamos, sit on my face.
No matter what. No matter what. No matter what.
It's time to pull the ripcord. Get up on the Discord. No, I'm the Discord, cause I'm fucking bored.
Pulling the ripcord.
Pulling that motherfucking ripcord. Yeah, I'm pulling on that ripcord.
Pulling the ripcord.
Yeah.
Pulling the ripcord.
All up on the Discord, pulling the ripcord. All the Discord, all up on the Discord, pulling the ripcord. I'm 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 on the Discord, pulling
the ripcord.
All up on the Discord, up on the Discord. Yeah, what's next on the motherfucking docket? Can we get in pocket?
Pulling the ripcord.
On a Friday night.
Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord.
Pull the ripcord. All up on the Discord.
Pulling the ripcord. Hit
all up on the Discord. On the Friday night, man. We pulling that ripcord. I'm pulling the ripcord. Motherfucking Discord.
Pulling the ripcord.
All up on the Discord. I'm fucking pull the rip.
Pulling the ripcord.
Pulling the rip. Pull the ripcord. You get ripped up out your seat like a violent fuck. Body slashing all around. Hit the ground.
Pulling the ripcord.
Next thing you know, you suck right out the ground.
Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord.
On the Discord.
Pulling the ripcord.
All up on the
pulling the rip. Pulling the rip.
On the docket. What's on the docket? Next on the docket. What's on the docket? Next on the docket. What's on the docket? Premature ejaculation on your masturbation. Freak nation. Come and get my master. Fucking like a federation debate.
Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the rip. Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord. Hitting the.
Pull the ripcord.
Pulling the ripcord. Hitting the ejection seat. Getting out.
Ripcord.
Pulling the ripcord. Hitting the ejection seat.
Pull the ripcord. All up on the Discord. Pull the ripcord. Pull the fucking ripcord. I'm on the Discord.
Pulling the ripcord.
Pulling the fucking rip. Pulling the motherfucking ripcord. On the Discord.
Pulling the ripcord.
You pull the ripcord? I gotta pull the ripcord right now. I gotta pull the ripcord off on the Discord right right now, man. Gotta pull a ripcord up on our Discord, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta just pull the ripcord up on my Discord. Pull the rip.
Pulling the ripcord.
As we pull the motherfucking ripcord.
Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord. Hit.
We pull the motherfucking rap. Got that dick. Come and get your dick sucked up on the ripcord. Discord. Pull your dick out on the Discord.
Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sure. Casey, right? Yeah. Let me run there, Casey. Let me just run. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Eat a dick. So what's up, everybody, on a fucking Friday night? Casey, relax. Relax, dude. Now you got to send messages too? Relax, Casey. Relax. I get it. Christ. So yeah, Shannon's birthday tomorrow. She's on the Discord as well, and she might be calling in. I'm gonna call her in a little while and see if she'll just come on tonight for her birthday. She hasn't been on in a while, so that'd be nice if she came on. So I'm gonna hit her up in a little bit and get her on and see what the deal is. What's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody in the chat. So Mamdani met up with Trump in the White House, which was really weird to see, and we're going to go over that. The Democrats called for people in the military to not listen to their orders. Do you believe that this is do you believe that this is where we're going? Like, this is how far we are now into this shit, that Democrat senators are telling people in the reserves and in the, everything, all soldiers, don't listen to your orders. They didn't even tell them what orders. They just said don't listen to them and don't obey your orders. Like, are we fucking serious? That's where we are now? That's where these people are? I mean, it's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. So I wanted to talk about that tonight, obviously, because that is just fucking mind-boggling to me. That's where we are now. Listen to this.
And Democrats have a new message out today for America's troops.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law or our Constitution.
We know this is hard and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Leading the charge, as you saw, are Senators Mark Kelly and Alyssa Slotkin, who evidently feel so strongly about this, they put out a video, but are unwilling to come on TV and discuss it tonight. We called, asked twice.
So they'll put out a message to all soldiers, you guys just heard it, telling them not to refuse illegal orders. What is illegal orders? Like, they're not even specific, like, about what it is, too. You know what I mean? That's what's even funnier. Neither will they go. They won't go on TV to discuss it. They won't tell you exactly what the illegal orders are. Like, I don't get, I really, these people, how are they not arrested for treason? How the fuck are these people not arrested for treason? I really don't get it. It's fucking crazy. What's up, Big Mirror? It's just fucking mind-boggling to me. I really don't understand it. But yeah, it's just fucking weird, man. It really is. Casey, get a grip on reality, bro. What am I going to talk to you about, Casey? Honestly. Honestly, Casey, what am I going to talk to you about? What am I going to do? What am I going to do with you? What am I going to talk to you about, Casey? Honestly. What am I going to talk to you about?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Huh? What am I going to talk to you about, Casey, tonight? What do I even have to mention to you? Casey?
Well, I just figured to come on and hang out with you. I know we were supposed to talk about all that, but
No, I mean, I don't need to talk about anything in particular. I'm just saying, like, I think you pretty much, you did all your talking that you had to do already, right? You know what I mean? Why does this shit always got to shift over, bro? But yeah, what's going on, man? Tommy's going to be around in a little bit, too. He's coming in. But yeah, anyway. What's going on, man?
nothing much. Just trying to enjoy a Friday evening. Yeah, I was over there talking my piece over there. I wanted.
What are you doing? Still fighting? Are you still fighting with people? Like, what's going on, bro? Huh?
I was not trying to fight. I was making a point over there. They're like, I was trying to make a point over there about, the whole thing about Ghost.
Somebody hit me up and said, "Oh, Casey's just making an ass of himself on Dave's stream, or something like that." And I'm like, "All right, so like, okay." And they said you were making an ass of yourself. Were you? What was going on?
I don't see where I was making an ass of myself. I was trying to defend myself.
What were you defending yourself against? What were you getting in a fight again? Like, why do you keep arguing shit? Like, why are you like fixated on shit right now?
All I did yesterday is people were talking about how Ghost lost his wrench with Joe, and they're like saying, "Oh, like there's wondering why." Then, and I was just being frank. I was like, you know what? I told you that it's eventually going to happen, and I told you so, and I don't feel sorry.
Yeah, I mean, everybody pretty much knows the deal. It's like history repeats itself all the time. But
yeah,
I mean, like, but why was it your business though? You know what I mean? Like, what made it? You just comment on it or something?
I just commented on it. I didn't go on and on. I figured, but I was like, then after that, I was like, I didn't see that Dave was going to talk about it. So I was like, hey, I figured give the guy an opportunity to ask him what happened. And but then I realized Dave did ask him beforehand. I was like, okay, I'd rather have Dave him cover it because he's going to do a better job than I would. So
cover what?
Why he Ghost lost his wrench with Joe.
Oh, I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Like, he mingles with people that Joe don't like or that talk about, that Joe says talk shit about him. You know what I mean? That's pretty much, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true.
Like, why would you even care or waste your time?
I just thought it'd be interesting.
You find it interesting who's losing fucking wrenches over on Joe's shit? See, this is what I meant with you last week, Casey. You know I never get on you about anything. But you, like, are fixated on shit, huh? Like, you really just, I think you might hate Cronin.
No, I don't hate him.
No?
I just see people. I don't like what he's doing.
What is he
lately.
doing?
I don't like.
What is he doing?
Well, I think he's scamming his fucking fan base with.
Well, I mean, yeah,
talking
you know
about-
what? Listen, he's doing it. There's a million other fucking YouTubers doing it too, and other, people on other platforms doing it. And people don't tell the truth. It's lying is a good way of making money this day and age, basically. And if you have a good bullshit game, you'll probably make a lot of money. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, I think you're a little too, I think you're worried a little too much about what's going on Joe's shit. I think you gotta, maybe it's because that guy says shit to you a lot, the ghost dude, and talks shit about your dead wife a lot. And maybe that's why you're so, fixated on it, Maybe you just, it touches a nerve with you,
I'll be honest with you, Ken.
Mm-hmm.
That I started playing with that AI stuff, AI videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just thinking of anything that, it would make me laugh.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I mean, okay, maybe I targeted Joe a little too much as it, but I went from there over to talk about AEW and how many belts they're introducing new belts every month. So I was like, but then I would take a shot at WWE. Then I was making fun of Dave where I was using George Carlin and talking about how he was about his imaginary drama diner. I was just playing around. This whole thing, people think I want Joe lose his fucking livelihood. Who wants to do that? I want to see the guy out on the streets with his family. That's fucked up. I don't want to see that at all with people.
I hope not.
I'm like, no, honestly not. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that is.
But
it is.
But no, I'm I can see why people think I'm obsessed. I was just, like I said, I just got onto the AI thing. I was just thinking of anything that would be funny to make. So I was like, hey, put this YouTuber where they'll have a bunch of QR codes everywhere, to donations, and then I thought it'd be funny. He's like, hey, what about, he talks about the water bill. So I was like, hey, you got the water park. And then he shows off his house. There's a moat around his house, and there's a fucking giant water fountain in the background. I thought that'd be hilarious. I was just doing it just to make myself laugh. And so,
well, I mean, yeah, you did a lot of them, I guess. I don't fucking know.
I mean, I can see where people would say that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I could see that where you're obsessed. No, but it's hard for me to sit down and watch his content, especially his wrestling content. It's just he doesn't put no effort into it. I'd rather sit down and watch JD from New York with his wrestling review than Cronin, because at least he's does his research and then everything. Cronin, I don't feel like he does that. And then a lot of times his stuff is just unwatchable. So it's not. If I was obsessed, wouldn't I want to be sitting down and watch 5-6 hours of today's monetize this? I don't do that. I'd rather put. No, never mind. I don't want to say anything to be outrageous, but I don't want to. I could see why people would say that, but I have more better things to do. I'm doing my own content than oh, what's Joe doing over there? And is he talking about this? Like, I seen it today. Someone sent to me where they showed a thumbnail of what he's doing for SmackDown, where he's doing SmackDown, but he's also showing where he's going to gamble with money. So I was like, hold on, am I
Nice
not
to have
supposed
money to gamble, bro. I'd love to fucking gamble, but I ain't got money for it. Like, it's nice to have money to go gambling, bro. It's fucking, I love gambling. Gamble.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Like, but I'd rather, if I'm gonna go
Complaining
gambling,
about all, and you know something? Listen, honestly, your water bill and your electric and all your shit is in one bill when you own a home. So obviously, I mean, like some kind of shit is going on with that fucking fake water bill shit. Like, honestly, that's weird because all your shit is all enrolled into one thing when you own a home. Like your electric, your this, your that. Like most of the time, your water bill doesn't just come to you separately. Like. It's just a lot of weird shit. Like anybody could make a fucking bill up, and is he capable of maybe making a bill up? Who the fuck knows? I don't know, man. But I mean, it's possible. Anything's possible with the internet nowadays. You can print up fucking anything you want. So who knows? But
I'm sure you could.
Listen, you're saying he's doing this and doing that, but he's been doing the same shit for years, bro. Like maybe the content isn't as good as you think it was, but I think you just hate that dude for saying horrible shit to you, and you like. Yeah, and maybe you don't want to like see something really bad happen to Cronin, but I know you definitely like you got some kind of like definite like. Or you said it ain't hate, but you got like some kind of fucking disdain for all of them over there. You know? I mean, you said it's not hate, but...
I mean, I don't hate Cronin or just... Like, I think a lot of this is that I make videos or criticize Cronin, and I would put that in Dave's Discord, and then of course Ghost would make comments like why are you criticizing?
Does he always defend Joe?
Oh yeah.
And how does he feel since he lost his wrench? Is he pissed at Joe? Like, what's the deal? Because you know what always happens, bro. Like Joe does that shit. He blocks people who come over and mingle with either Dave, me. This guy or that guy. It's happened so many times in the past. And he'll get rid of that person as a wrench or as a whatever. And that person will end up getting back into the wrench area and back onto streams again with Joe eventually, like a couple of months or weeks down the line. Because it all comes down to, like, if that individual wants to do the right thing by Joe, meaning, like, totally give in and say, oh, I don't know why I was talking to that asshole or those assholes, and yeah, they're scumbags, and like totally give in and donate and all that shit. And then you're back in the good graces, you know what I mean? So even though this guy lost his wrench, if he does all those things, follows the yellow brick road the right way, back to Joe's heart, he's right back to where he started from. So it's not like a big thing if somebody loses a wrench, like, oh, God, they're gone forever now. No. Joe, look, YR's over there now, right? YR did some of the worst shit that has been done to Joe Cronin in this community that we're all in, right? He's done some of the worst shit to Joe and said some of the worst shit about Joe and his family and everything, right? And look how he's back. So, like, if people follow the yellow brick road the right way, you'll get to the Emerald City. Trust me. You know what I mean?
Oh,
you'll get there.
Dude,
So
I was like,
you know what, Casey, maybe you should start donating to Joe and get back in his good graces again. I think you secretly want to be there and be a part of things again, but you just won't admit to it because it for some reason it like kills you or like you're afraid of like people thinking the wrong thing, I think. You know what I mean?
No, I have no desire. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know, man. I kind of
you know-
feel like you would go back in a second, you know, and you want to. And if you do, man, it's not a big deal. Nobody's going to judge you over that shit. You know?
I don't care if people think like, oh, I would go over there. Dude, at one point, I was in their Discord, but I was like, I could have joined any time, but I was like, eh. And it was like, when it was like, what, a couple months ago, I joined with you and Dave and other people, and the very next day, got kicked out of Discord.
What Discord?
I'm not saying it was
Wait, what do you mean?
Joe's Discord.
I was never on Joe's Discord.
Oh no, I wasn't. No, I was saying that it was me, you, Dave on your show.
Oh, okay.
For hang out.
And then what?
And
you,
then-
you went on his Discord that day?
No, the very next day, I was kicked off the Discord.
Oh, so
I
you're
looked
saying
on
you
it.
see? That's what I'm saying. So like
Yeah.
that. So the dude Ghost basically, if you're asking the question of why he lost his wrench, it's very simple. The same reason you did, the same reason all these other people did in the past, like Paul 3 and all these other people that have lost their shit out of nowhere in the past that were like in the money seat. You know what I mean? They were in the money seat, brother. You know what I'm saying?
See, I want to be around you, people like you, because I always had never.
Listen,
had a
I don't
problem.
come on and sit there and beg motherfuckers for donations all night. Like, I don't
No.
guilt trip motherfuckers into donating to me. I don't fucking basically threaten people into donating to me. I don't fucking sit there and hound people into donating to me. Like, I don't sit there and lie and manipulate people into donating to me. I don't sit there and fucking bullshit people into liking or donating for me. Like, that shit, when I see it, it's like sickening what some people will go to fucking lick anus hole to fucking get a couple of bucks. It makes me want to puke. Fucking puke. You'll fucking give everything you are as a fucking man away and swallow everything you've said over the years and everything you built yourself to be to fucking sit there for a measly fucking $20. You fucking fake ass fucks. And they know who they are, all these people. You know what I mean? That are on the internet that are fake motherfuckers. They know they're fake. They know they are. Bunch of fucking two-faced fucking double-talking twats. That's what they are, bro. Happy fucking Thanksgiving.
See, I like hanging out with people like you, Ken, because one, you're always a nice dude. You're funny as fuck, and
yeah, well then donate to me right now. 25. No, I'm just fucking with you. Come on, I'm just fucking with you, bro. Come on. You like me so much?
But no, if I had the option to go back, I'm not like Bullfrog. I'm not gonna be like, oh.
Everybody
I'm
gets
waiting for-
everybody gets like a couple of rides with Joe. Like it's like dealing with Vince McMahon. You know what I mean? And Joe fancies himself this professional singer / writer, comedian, songwriter, fucking, tour. Like that dude. If I've ever seen somebody who thinks so highly of themselves, bro, it's fucking Joe, bro. Like I don't know if it's part of the Joe Cronin character or it's Dan Cronin. I don't know if I've met Joe a couple of times outside of YouTube, and every time I met him, he wasn't like Joe Cronin. Two times I met him, he was Joe Cronin, no doubt, because we were in front of people and he had to put on the whole act. But the other two times I met him, he was Dan Cronin, and he was a little different than the Joe Cronin character. And I don't really know if it's the Joe Cronin character or it's really him. I can't really make that determination. I don't know him like that anymore. I haven't dealt with him in years. I don't really talk to him anymore, personally. At one point, we knew each other very well. Not like awesomely, but very good. And I knew what type of person he was, and he knew how I was, but like now in 2025, it's like there's a lot of crazy shit that's said and done, and like water bills and this and that, and it's like, dude, you know what? Like, at the end of the day, we make fun of it and comment on it and shit. But like you said before, I'm not looking for motherfuckers to like be out on the street. Like, I'm not looking for, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking for that, bro. That's scary shit, bro. Especially when you got kids. Like, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy to be out, like to lose all your shit. But the realization of all this is the fact that a water bill is shown. And it's like, believe me that I'm in this debt. Believe me that I'm not bullshitting you guys, even though there's people out there who say I'm bullshitting. Believe me, here's the proof. Here's the receipts, right? But that could very easily be fabricated, there's no doubt. And I'm not saying whether he's capable of doing that or not. I don't know, honestly. I think he's capable of doing that. I'm capable of doing that. I can go in the house right now and print out a fucking thing that looks just like a water bill. But I was told by a lot of people that in the state that he lives in, my state and a bunch of other states, that your water bill is rolled into like the electric and this and that, the utilities that you pay as a homeowner. Now, if that water bill is real, the sad fucking realization of it all is that these people fucking bought in way over their heads, and they knew it, and you had to have known it. And the only way that you had that you knew that and you went into it was that you both thought, oh, I'm going to make a ton of money. Because he bought his house before COVID, right? So maybe he thought, I'm going to make a ton of money in the next couple of years. And then everything kind of went after COVID. So, okay, I give them that. That's a real shit situation to happen. You're planning for the future, and you're like, oh, if I consistently keep going this way, we're going to be making this by 2025. We can move into this house. We could afford the 2 cars. We could afford all my video games and all my toys. We could afford all the kids breaking shit and doing this and, you know what I mean, hoarding and fucking buying everything known to man. We could do all that. But once COVID hits and the game changes and all that shit hits, that's a tough break. But if you're planning and you did everything and that happened, then you know what? Who are we to judge? Who are we to fucking say anything? The guy was planning for the future and a bad thing happened like COVID, right? So that I could understand. And if that's the truth, then, hey, listen, I'm just busting balls and I don't wish anything bad, right? But if that paper is real and they did go into that blindly and not giving a fuck with kids and shit involved, it's like, man, how can I respect you guys at all? Like, if you can't fucking look out for your own families, that you just want to spend and spend and spend and then cry about it afterwards. You know, like, I'm going to buy all these TVs and all these games and all this shit, but I have no money whatsoever, but I'm going to put everything on credit or on layaway and then worry about it later. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us do that, but, you know, when there's kids involved,
I was going to say,
you really shouldn't be doing that, but whatever. You know what I mean?
Sorry about that.
What? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and gamble. You know, like
and on top of everything, you're sitting there and you're gambling after you bitch and moan about not making money and all this and that. You bitch and moan, and on top of it, at the end of the night, you're just gambling it all away. I that is just. I can't.
That could be a problem, though, too.
It's funny to me that there's people out there that'll fucking give to this guy and then sit there and actually watch that and be all right with it. Be okay with that. After he cries poverty all fucking night, be okay with donating and him gambling. Like, that's just fucking weird to me. It's just, am I the only one? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I just find it weird. It's none of my business. It's none of my fucking business, bro. But I'm just mentioning it because you did. You know what I mean? It's none of my fucking business. Who the fuck am I to judge anybody? But whatever. It's just weird.
It's a sickness, too. Let's say if it's a gambling problem, that's a sickness, too. Like, it's like you might not be able to handle it, you know? We don't know if he's doing that.
I mean, does he? I've never known him to, when I was around, to gamble. You know?
Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I just saw that recently. Like, but I was like, now he's doing it more often. I was like, God damn, dude. Like that, like, that's a problem. Like, I'm hopefully that this is all a scam and he's actually has money and he's doing okay. That's what I want. I want to make sure if he's doing okay. That's
why. Wait. You want to make who? What? Who?
No, I was saying I'm hoping it's a scam because if I don't want to see him in trouble,
Oh, you don't really give a fuck,
I-
bro. Come on. You don't care. I'm not saying you want to see his family fucked and him fucked, but I'm just saying, like, you don't really give a fuck. Like if Joe announced tomorrow, like, yeah, I lost my house, you'd probably be like, oh, well, fuck him. What are you going to be upset? You'd be upset for the guy? You're going to go donate to him? Come on, Casey. Be real. Come on. Come on. Just be honest. I mean, come on. For one time, just be honest. You're not going to give a fuck. You would not give a fuck. Be honest.
I'd give a fuck.
Why?
Because I would feel bad for the guy if he gets kicked out and his family.
Even if he's scamming people?
No. I'm saying I'd rather him, like, if this whole thing was a made up bullshit. I don't want to. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather it be a made up bullshit and him and his family's doing fine than him on the way out, getting kicked out of his house. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I give a fuck. I don't want to see people get in trouble like that. Like, I can be heartless, but I do have a heart. I don't want to see that. Like, but if I'm going to turn around and like, hey, here's my paycheck to save you.
Oh, my
like,
God, dude.
I got
Marjorie Greene just announced she's resigning from Congress. Trump fucking chased this bitch right the fuck out of her spot. Like, what, are you fucking serious right now? Damn. Disgraced. What a disgrace, man. You're going to just drop out and run like a fucking... It's weird. Another weird fuck. Casey, listen, if tomorrow he lost his shit, you wouldn't give two fucks and you know it, all right? Just stop the shit. Just admit it.
I'm admitting. I'm like, I would not... I don't want to see
Would you donate?
him in
And
trouble.
would you donate to him?
Okay, like, let's say if he had a GoFundMe, then yeah.
You would hit the so you would hit the GoFundMe even after all the shit that you like, even after all that, huh?
Hold on.
That's
How
nice.
much
No,
did
I'm
I
just saying. I'm
give?
not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying that's nice of you, bro. That's fucking nice considering all the shit. Like that'd be nice. Like you're willing to even though, like if the chips were up against the, and the shit was hitting the fan, you would be like, hey, you know what? We had our differences, but I'll help the guy out as much as I can. That's very nice of you.
I'm not.
If you're telling the truth.
I'm not saying I'm gonna give my paycheck to the guy.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that's very nice of you either way. I mean, even if it's like, I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. I'm just saying, just the thought of like saying, oh, he's down and out now. He lost shit, like, and he really does legit need help. I'm gonna help him a little. Like that's very nice. Yeah. I mean, I think all of us would be like that in the community. For all of us, Joe included. If shit hit the fan for any one of us. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, I think Joe would even get support from people he thought in a million years he wouldn't get support from if shit really did legit hit the fan. And people really believed it, though. You know what I mean? Like, people got to really believe it, though. That's the thing, like, I don't have a problem being nice either to somebody, like, if I can. But, like, with certain people... They might have to prove it. You know what I mean? Might have to show me some real shit for me to be like, you know what? Now I believe you, and I'm gonna do my best to help you out. Whatever I can do. Here's $4.
And can I ask you something real quick?
What?
How can Dave come on your channel and actually put his camera on, but he comes over to my channel, he never decides to put his camera on? Like.
What? Why are you asking that?
Well, it seems like every time he's here, he'll put his camera on, but over here on my channel, he doesn't want to put his camera on. Maybe I'm not good enough for him to show his face.
You're not.
Oh, I didn't even know you were here. I don't know, Casey.
Well, that's why I was kind of...
Yeah, you know, he just answered it for you. You're not worth it.
No, again, look at the studio that Ken has put together. This Ken's talked about this, and you know I live vicariously through this. But Ken has talked about the fact that this was his childhood dream. A child.
Well, I mean, the real studio I would want, but this is definitely nice. But
yeah,
you know,
this is in direction of what you wanted. And again, you're not expecting a fucking Sirius XM mansion. Unlike this. You're like, dude, I've got my own shit. I've got this place where I can decorate anywhere.
I gotta tell you, it was fun as fuck building this room. To be honest with you, like,
sure it was.
It really was, because it was like I had like a clean slate type of thing to like go by, and you know, it was just fun to be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is where I'm gonna go with it, you know, blah blah blah. So it was fun.
Amazing though to be able to have that opportunity. That's
Yeah.
the thing
Oh yeah, that's one of the
you
reasons
got
why I still do this shit. Because that shit that gave me this opportunity to, like, you know.
Okay, but that's the thing. You were doing streams in the past in your fucking living room and shit. This now is what you always imagined as a kid, right? You know, the kid that was fucking recording things on a fucking.
I always had a tape deck, bro.
And, like,
I always
doing these fucking shows and like having fun on his own. This is like the culmination. And I've seen this, like, Joe Cronin, very similar. But the fact is, like, you guys were always, like, showmen.
Well, see, Dave, when I would see Joe break his shit, right, that was one of the things that I first got me, like, whoa, what the fuck? Because when I would see him, like, take his earphones and just wrap them into the wall and fucking they're in pieces, and he wouldn't give a fuck, or like, you know, wreck the fucking screen or do this, I would be like, damn, bro, like why would you wreck this great shit that you got, like this, you know, like, why would you, like, if I'm gonna fucking get to the point where I gotta throw something, which I don't get to ever, nothing's gonna make me throw something, trust me. But
nothing's gonna make me break the shit that I paid hard money to.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if I'm gonna break something,
I'll put drywall, I can replace.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna break something, I'll fucking
punching my TV.
Yeah, I'll fucking use a bat on a fucking, you know, a bush or a fucking, like, I'm not gonna fucking go beat my shit that I love and like the shit that I need, you know. But you know, some people have fucking issues. You know, it doesn't make them bad, but you know, when you're breaking your own shit, that's kind of fucked.
So do their kids when they watch their father fucking waffling shit, and then they, you know, also act out in such a visible manner that's been recorded and shown. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it is. I guess, you know, you when you have shit and you can do that, you know.
Watch your example, and then they fucking slam a doll on the floor and waffle TVs.
They fucking, you know, they did it a couple of times, but
you know,
I
four,
mean, I don't,
four at least with the youngest, the red one, the red haired one. You know, 4 TVs.
Hold on. Thanks, bring something up. Dave said earlier I'm obsessed about Cronin.
Yeah, you might be a little, bro. You might be a little bit, to be honest.
But hold on, but he knew how many times his TV's been broken. I had no idea how many TVs he broke.
Well, because that was part of a points that, you know, were made, like, back in the day about, like, you know, look, like, you know, people who value shit don't treat their shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that values money is not going to do that. You know, and then, like honestly, anybody that values money is not going to sit there and gamble in front of you and then throw up a fucking bill in front of people, like, crying for money. Like, people, like, don't you have half a fucking brain? Like, any normal person is going to say, you know how bad that looks that if I did that and I go and gamble now after these people gave me money to save my ass? Like, oh, okay, no, but I'm giving you money to specifically gamble. I want to see you gamble, so I'm giving you money just to get... No, I'm not going to gamble. My family's in dire straits. I'm not going to be on the internet pissing away money, even someone else's. What does that make me look like if my kids hear the discussions going on in the house that we might lose the house and we might lose fucking everything, and then daddy's downstairs gambling fucking couple of hundred? Like, fuck that, bro. I'm not fucking, that's not the example I'm setting for my kids, especially if they know I might lose our house, we might lose our shit. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here.
That's a great point, Ken, that I'm glad you bring up, because I don't have kids, but that would be my exact mentality. It's just like, I would never do that. I would never put myself into the position of having to tell my kids, sorry, kids, we're going to go live in a shack now because I fucked up as a father.
And now I'm gambling down here. Oh, but it's someone else's money, so don't worry about it. No, that's still fucking bullshit. That's still bullshit. Like, you're in a situation where you're showing people your bills and you're hundreds of thousands in debt. I don't give a fuck if it's Tom, Dick, and Harry's money. You shouldn't be online gambling, be honest with you, because you're sitting there and you're putting this out into the world that you need help, and help me, please, my people. I need support. And then you're going to gamble?
The only time you should gamble is when you've got money to burn.
Serious? Yeah,
Not
exactly.
when you're trying to have a fucking, get rich quick scheme.
Yep.
It's just like, yo, I've got extra money. I won a lottery or whatever. It's just like, yeah, let's have some fun.
And I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be a judgmental fucking piece of shit. I really am not. But, like, that's the shit you put out into the world. Like, and any normal, halfway decent, normal human being with half a brain would look at that and be like, how can I support this guy? Like, even if it is someone else's money he's gambling away, he projected into everybody, out to everybody, that he is on the balls of his ass and he's about to lose everything. Life is about to be over as we know it. Last show. This might be the last show. I might not never do this again. I need a job. This shit has put me in debt. Right? And you put that into the world, but hold on one second. I got to gamble this $20 real quick. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
More importantly, is just like, how dare you criticize a guy that is public about these fucking debts and saying, not only do I owe all this money and please pay me, but, like, I'm going to now bet this on a fucking, online arcade or, casino, whatever. Just like,
I know, and you know what the argument is.
Of course I can talk about this.
Yeah, the argument is, well, it's money that I wouldn't have had, so it's not a big deal if I'm gambling it. It's not a big deal. That's what would, And it's like, yeah, okay. But, dude, you put out into the world that it's dire straits for you and your family. Like, that's okay to gamble now? That's all right? Like, that's okay with you? You're okay with that? You're okay with that as a man? Do your kids know, like, what's going on in your household, that you're almost losing everything? Do they know that? Because if they do, and you're online gambling, you don't think that looks bad? You don't think that's a shitty fucking way to operate? You don't think so? No? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
I don't know.
I agree. I think we three agree about that.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, you're putting that out into the world, and hey, man, I'm fucked here. Like, I'm going to lose everything if this is not taken care of. But let me gamble this $20 real quick. Hold on. I don't know. That just, to me, it's fucking real ballsy and like.
What's fun in this is possibly Keith Bucks.
Balls on this dude. Like that's the type of shit that pisses me off, bro. Right there. That's the type of shit that shit gets under my skin. That type of shit. I'm not gonna be able to pay my bills. I can't pay my bills. Hold on, give me $50 to bet. Oh, this is great. We're betting. Hey, like that. Just fucking, to me, I feel like just being like, slap you in the fucking mouth. Just fucking slap you.
And then how do you know when let's say he makes $500? He's not gonna stop with that. He's gonna do it
man. Yo, it's the same mentality of people who are like, and listen, if you don't believe in God, you have every right to not believe in whatever the fuck you don't want to believe in. But like the people who are like, get so much in life and get shit given to them, and they sit there and they're like, my life sucks. But meanwhile, it's like so many people would die to live your life, bro. They would love to have a beautiful family, beautiful wife, good money, nice house. They would love it, right? But yet, you're sitting there and you're like, man, God gave you a lot, dude. God? There's no God. God didn't give me shit, man. I'm miserable. Listen, just your kids being born, right, alone should be enough for you the rest of your life to be happy and thankful for everything. What the fuck are you saying?
And he's got 3 of them.
I want to die every day? What if your kids read that in 10 years and go, look what daddy was saying every day for fucking 4 years straight? Like, how could you want your kids to see that, dude?
Dan has a great point on this.
What the fuck, bro? Why are you so miserable? Is there something wrong with your kids, your wife, your family? Like, are they not up to what you want them to be? Are they not good enough? Like, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, imagine like in the future they go back and watch his streams.
If I'm his wife, dude, I'm fucking saying to myself, Joe, like, is it an act? Maybe it's all an act, because how does she not turn around and go, am I not satisfying you? Are you not happy with the kids? Are you not happy with your life? Are you not, like, why do you want to kill yourself for?
They're both liberals.
I hope it's an act.
Dude, if I was on the internet writing shit like he does, right, my wife would come to me and be like, what's the problem? Let's straighten everything out. Why are you feeling miserable like this? Let's work. Nobody should be feeling like that in life, man. Like, work it out. We need to work it out. Like, but that leads me to believe it's all a character. It's all a work.
There's a lot of truth to that, dude. I mean, like, he is the character he is.
That's Joe Cronin, and then there's Dan Cronin.
But there's a blend there.
Yeah, there is. There is. The bullshit artist is brought into both. You know?
And there's a blur between, the shock jock, Joe Cronin, and Dan Cronin, the, social liberal. There's a mix between the two. And again, we've seen this offline and stuff,
Yeah, it's just, what a weird game to play. It's like, you just don't think your shit stinks at all, huh? Like, just, hey, I'm going to go on and gamble. Fuck it. I don't care what people think. Like, fuck them. I got 5 other people to replace that one. So.
Do you think he just dials up to 11 when he's on the show and he dials it down when he's off?
What do you mean?
Like he, as like...
No, I just think that Joe Cronin is like the character turned up to like, a certain number. And then I think like Dan Cronin is a lot like Joe Cronin, but not 100%. Like there's a lot of shit that is being fabricated and made to look a certain way because it fits that Joe Cronin character. But in reality, Dan Cronin, I think, loves his wife, loves his life, loves his kids, takes care of all his shit, takes care of everything, kids going to school, this and that, everybody's got everything they need, everybody's good, the bills are paid. I think that's the reality, that the Joe Cronin character is the one who's always down on his luck, always down on the money, always fucking on the balls of his ass, always on the edge of fucking catastrophe, always on the hate and dying and fucking want to die, and you know what I mean? Like, and then the reality behind the scenes is everything's okay. Everything's good. And I love my kids and my family. Because if it wasn't like that, how could he maintain a life with a woman and a family? Like, if you're miserable and you want to die every day, I don't think it's going to work for a long time. I really don't.
It's crazy that you say that, Ken, because that's the same conclusion a lot of people have actually come to in the past. And yeah, your logic is sound. It's just like, how could it be if it's not this way? It's just like, well,
because his wife wouldn't stand for it. I don't think. I really don't think that she would be like, oh,
how she
this is
showed herself
okay
on camera. It's just like she would only expect the best, and if it wasn't that way, she'd leave him. And
I just can't see her being a frivolous fuck and being like, yeah, put us into this position, and then we're gonna squander it, and then we're gonna be left to where if something bad goes down, we're fucked, and we're gonna be like evicted, and we're gonna be out on the balls of our ass. I just don't think a mother would let shit get to that level.
And she also seemed to be the smartest of the two. So, like, I can see her be the one saying, like, okay, we're going to budget this way, we're going to do that, and you're going to just do the show. So, like, if it wasn't, for that, then you're totally right. Like, it would just collapse.
I think if Joe was honest, he would be like, yeah, listen, dude, a lot of it's just, come on, like, it is what it is, right?
And that's another thing we've been both criticized on, Ken. It's just like, how can you come to these conclusions? Just like, but bitch, like we've been around this, and this is the logical conclusion. So what you're saying is absolutely correct, and to be criticized on it's just like, dude, but the patterns prove this.
Yeah. So, like, you know, we look at it and scratch our heads, some of us that question shit or comment on it, and it's like, well, you know what? It's pretty obvious what's going on. It's been like, you know, it's been like this, you know, and this is like, honestly, there's a curtain, there's a veil, there's a, you know, he loves wrestling, he does all that shit. So, yeah, why wouldn't it be, some of it is a work, you know what I mean? Like,
but hold on, I've got to point this out. Hold on, I've got to point this out, is the fact that it could be with me, but I'm pointing to Ken, is the fact that Ken, yeah, I never got fucking Joe's personal phone number, but Ken did. The fact is that the relationship between Joe and Ken got so close that they were working very closely together and stuff. And it was never that way with me. And if anybody is able to talk about their interaction with Joe, it can't be dismissed that Ken talks about this. So you know, if Ken says, "Oh, this happened," you can be like, "Oh, well, that's bias." It's like, no, Ken literally experienced that.
And that's why I say I think there is a Dan Cronin and a Joe Cronin, because a couple of times when I met him, I met Dan Cronin. I met the dude who I could never in a million fucking years think, and I swear to you, I'll put my hand on the Bible, on my kids. I'm telling you right now, Dan Cronin would never let his home and his kids be on the edge of fucking losing it all. He wouldn't let that happen. There's no way he would get himself involved in that house and involved in that whole shit unless he fucking really thought, like, I could maintain this and keep it going. We can do this. I just don't see it. Because Dan Cronin's smart. He's not a dummy. He's not a fucking dummy.
Nope.
So.
I agree with that. I don't think he's a sticky
And I hate to
guy.
I hate to rip his kayfabe away. But listen, when you're going on and you're fabricating, like, you're getting too far away with it now. That's my point. Like, you're getting too carried away with it now when you're listing fucking bills and all this. And yeah, you might owe some money like that. Yeah, you might. But, like, you're obviously, like, you don't need to do that shit. You don't even need to do that shit. You know? You should concentrate on making your shit the best that it could be and then let it flood in on its own. Don't even worry about it. Just concentrate on making it good and then let everything come in. Just concentrate on making it good because you're good enough to make it really fucking good. But you just gave up. You just want the money now.
You know what? I've got to interrupt here and just say this. It's just like all of us that have worked with Cronin in the past. In fact, you never even had to work with Cronin. You recognize that there was potential, great potential with this guy to do shows in a manner that would be attractive, not just for wrestling, but even shock jock and all that sort of thing. And we've all tried to help him. We've all tried to, support him. And in the end, he always tries to push people back. So it's not like we're the criminals here trying to, like say, oh, well, like he's bad. It's like we try to help him, motherfucker. You can't fucking say that we didn't do that. We were there. And like, again, all these people like Matt Cologne saying like, oh, well, these people are fucking trying to sabotage your show. No, we were trying to help this guy from the get-go.
Yeah. I mean, I just always had fun with him, and we always had a great time doing shit. So to me, it was, let's just have fun and do fun shit, and let everything else come and do its thing on its own, because things will happen naturally. If you're just concentrating on putting the best shit you could put out there and having the best time you could have with people, man, everything else takes care of itself. And I really think that he knows that, but it's like, where are you, bro? Are you that fucking, like... Do you really think you need to, like, manipulate the game that much to fucking get people to do this shit? Because you don't. You really don't need to. You know? I know you're not big as JD and you're not as big as this and you haven't hit 100,000, but, like, you have good shit to build on from. Like, it's not over. You could still rebuild yourself. You could still...
that just goes to show that despite the fact that all these people say that we're trying to, like, take Joe Jonas, it's like, no, like, we... we support the guy, and we.
No, I want to see Joe be everything that he should be and could be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he probably doesn't even believe that anyway. So it's like, whatever, man. Like, you know what? Like, I don't need to explain shit. Like, I would love to see the guy fucking be very successful and honest and true and do his thing. Because he's that talented that he could be honest.
Sirius XM Mansion, man.
He could be fucking, he could let just his talent take over and let everything else fall into the, slots that it's supposed to. And it will. Because if you're doing it the right way and you're concentrating on the right things and the truth, you will fucking prosper. You will prosper. Plain and simple. If you have the truth and you're happy, you will prosper.
I have a theory of why he's like stale now. Like when there's some.
I know why it is, bro. You don't even need to have a theory. I could tell you 1,000% what it is. He's stale because he's not fucking being. He's not being like, what's that word? He's not being inspired by the people that he's around and interacting with. He's not being pushed to be funnier than that guy next to him. He's not being fucking given the punchlines that he's normally used to getting from certain people. He's not like putting his heart and soul into it anymore because now it's become this thing where it's like, either, and I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's manipulate, because that's the game, or, we really are up against the wall, and this really is that bad, and I don't even care about putting out quality content. I just need help at this point. I don't know which one it is, but whichever one it is, it's like, he has opportunity to still grow tremendously, but obviously he just doesn't want to take that step at this point. He just wants to put it on cruise control, man. I don't get it. He's not being fucking inspired, bro. He's not being pushed. He's definitely not. He's definitely not. Look, I don't want to shit on Garguts or anyone else that's over there. I really don't, because they're human beings, and I've said shit and this and that, but at the end of the day, I don't wish anything ill, right? But like, these people aren't like, the most fucking, funniest fucking talented people. I mean, Joe needs that. Joe needs to be fucking Joe needs to look over and go, oh shit, that's a funny motherfucker. I gotta up my shit. Because when Joe is in that position, he's at his best. When Joe has it in his mind that, oh, these guys or that guy is very funny and I gotta be on my A game, that's when Joe's at his best. Period. I agree. And that's not there no more. You know what I mean? And he could reinvent himself and do all that shit. Like, if Joe really wanted to fucking work things out without lying and manipulating and telling people he's on the balls of his ass, he could very easily just fucking wipe the slate clean and do some real serious shit and put his heart and soul into it, and then he would fucking flourish. He could do that very easily right now. At the age he is, what he's got, and how he could do it if he just sat there and game planned it, he would be so successful, bro, it's not even funny. Like, if he separated the bullshit from, like, the wrestling or this or that, and he focused in on the wrestling and really did it the right way, he would capitalize and be better than all these other fucking guys. But he doesn't do that. He doesn't hone in. He fucking just mixes it all into one big bowl and goes like this now, in one big bowl.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean? You're going to get Bullfrog and Shock Jock while it's wrestling night. You're going to get fucking wrestling for 4 hours while it's Shock Jock and fun time on a Saturday. You know what I mean? Like, it's all just one big jumbo now. When you're doing it professionally and you want to make a living on it, you got to separate and you got to do it professionally. Period. You can't half-ass. Sorry. It's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But it's just my opinion.
Agree.
I think that, because I'm answering your question, where is the fire? Where is the? That's the answer. It's not, the push is not there anymore, bro. It's just not there.
No, I agree.
The reason Joe and JB or Joe and me or the three of us or Dave and Joe or this guy and Joe or that guy and Joe, the reason Joe is good with some of these people and myself was because we would fucking bounce back and forth on each other like good shit do. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. That's really what you're supposed to do. And when you're with a person who can really get you going, then it's fire, bro. And honestly, when me and Joe and other people were together, it was fucking good because it was like playing tennis. It was back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's really the focus on this whole thing. Podcasting, radio, it's back and forth, man. You got to like have that person to fucking all those people to inspire you and get you going. You know, there's only a handful of people that inspire me on this shit and make me better. There's only a handful of people. You know what I mean? Like, and when I talk with those people, I can't help but to fucking laugh and have a great time, and people can see that. Like, when you're having a good time, people realize it, you know, especially even if they're just listening to our voices, bro, and not even looking at our videos. You know, like, you don't even need to look at the video. If people are having a good time and enjoying shit and talking about interesting shit that you can sit there and listen to while you're working or you're doing this or you're doing that, you know, then that's what it's all about. So with Joe, it seems like he lost that fire, bro. I don't know how or why. I mean, I think it's because he's not being inspired, honestly. But what do I know?
I can't agree more. I agree 100% with you.
Yeah, I think if Joe turned around and said, yo, I want to make this a little more professional and not have all these knuckleheads on all the time and make it about a guy like Bullfrog or like, you know, and went the serious route and started saying, okay, when we're doing wrestling streams, we're not talking about twats and this and that. We're doing professional wrestling streams where we don't fucking curse all the time, and we're not like. And if he did that and he battened down the hatches with people and really brought some professional people on where they were like, yes, this is a game plan, and we're gonna do it the right way, and we're gonna be professional. There's not gonna be any stupid fucking jokes and like cunt this and twat that and bullfrog and lamps and all that stupid shit. No. Like, you do it where you can be marketable and you can market your shit where you're like, yo, there's no cursing. We cover wrestling. This is a professional thing. And then you separate it. And then, yeah, okay, you want to have fuck off time? Well, then you make fuck off time and you do that. You do fuck games over there. You know what I mean? If he did that and he separated and he got serious about the thing that really did drive his channel, which is wrestling, if he got serious again about it and inspired, he could make that channel blow up just like JD, probably 10 times bigger than all those people. But he don't do that. For some reason, he lost like that vision. He lost that vision that he had at one point for that channel and for himself. It's like he's sidetracked. I think it has a lot to do with these people that he has on, honestly. Like, yes, maybe some of these people are good friends to Joe. Maybe they do have his best interests at heart.
They are.
But they're not talented enough to fucking help him drive that channel to where it should be, to take care of his family and everything. Like, hello?
No. Like, if he was focused on the wrestling, like his style, like you said, no cursing, dude, he could be sponsored.
Dude, he would have, and he could still, even though he's got like a shitty reputation with people in the industry, wrestling, he could still be like, okay, that's the shit that I did on that channel. This is what I'm doing now. I do more of a professional show with real people and real, you know, it's not all this mixed shit, and you're not going to hear what you heard me saying. Like, I'm going the professional route. Like, I want to do it professionally. Like,
I agree.
And I know that he's tried to like go professional before and like he's done like this and that, but he takes himself way too serious, bro, Joe. He really does, dude. Like when he was singing that song, bro, and like really getting ready to sing it, it's like, dude, you're not on a stage in front of 500,000 people. Like, stop the shit, dude. You're doing a song on your channel. It's fun. It's cool. It might sound good at times. It's really artistic. That's great. That's great, but like, don't treat it more than what it really is. Like, come on, calm down a little. Like, he gets all serious and he's like, "This is a song that we put in the AI and rewrote it." Like he's at a concert. You guys ready for this? Like the lights go dim and everything. I'm like, dude, you take yourself way too fucking serious, bro. Like you really like think like, and he's singing with like all this emotion on his face too, like, ah! And it's always like the same fucking like line of music. It's always like the same melody, the same line of music. Like it's always like the like the whole. It's just like, dude, the guy is fucking just really takes himself serious, you know. It's funny. It really is. I find it funny when I see that shit now. Because it's like, dude, look at this guy. Like he's a concert
There's some songs that
Pearl
There's some
Jam.
songs that he did back in the days. I think I remember.
Great
there was
songs,
one
bro.
song
Great
that-
songs, bro. When he's doing his shit to like be funny, he's awesome, right? He does the funniest shit. But like when he's like doing a song to like really do a song, like, yo, this song sounds good. Like, listen to this. You know, then it's like so gay. Like, dude, stop. You're not a singer. Just stop. You can do song parodies, you can rap, you can sing. Yes, you can do all those things, but you're not like, stop. You're not a professional singer. Just stop trying to sound like you are and taking yourself that serious when you start to do it. It's like, I don't know, it's like, are you funny guy? Are you a funny dude? Or are you a singer? Like, what are you? I don't know.
I think like you said earlier, I think he's trying to be like the jack of all trades. But
Yeah, that's what it is. It is a lot of that, because it's like in his mind he can, he should and could be doing it all. I do agree with the Leah comments, but I don't think it's a big lie. I just think he got used to the years of good donations. And then COVID hit. I definitely would agree with that. Like that, I do think that might be what it is. Like the guy, they bought a house, they got themselves into that position. They thought that, okay, the next 5 to 10 years are going to go like this because the last 9 years went like this, and we'll be able to get in this house and do everything. And then COVID hit, and I swear I know it. Like after COVID, everything changed. Everything went up and everything went away. And I get it. That happens. And like either you be ready for that and have your own shit ready to go, or you don't. And if that's my point, if they didn't have shit to go, then goddamn, they are some fucking dumb motherfuckers and just don't give a fuck. Just don't give a fuck. Like, you have kids and shit. That's your responsibility, man, to like have your shit set and ready to go. That's why I'm like, if it is real, then damn, you're some neglecting motherfuckers, bro. But if it's not real and it's a big sham, holy shit, the extent that he'll go to fucking make things look a certain way, damn, he really should be writing some wrestling shit then. So I don't know which way it is, but
that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's the latter, because I don't want to see him on his ass.
I mean, me neither. And I don't think that, I just don't see, like, a mother, especially with what kind of girl Leah is, and she's no dummy, bro. Like, that chick's not a dummy. So I just don't see her being like, yeah, whatever, like, we'll make it work. Yeah, let's just do it. I don't see that. Like, so I don't know. I just feel like maybe it's all bullshit, but who knows? I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. All I know is if it is bullshit, he don't need to do that, because he's that talented and he could do that other route, like I'm saying, and really like batten down the hatches and like, yeah, okay, there's a time to mingle and have fuck games with these idiots, and then there's a time to be serious and really put on a podcast or a show and really do it the right way. Like if you want to make this your living. If you don't want to make this your living, then go out and do what I'm doing and work 40 hours a week where you can afford what you want and pay the bills. That's it. That's how it goes. You put your dick into another fucking person and have babies. These are the things you got to do.
I mean, well, especially when you're an adult anyway. Like, you're living, let's say you don't have no wife or kids like me. Let's say that.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not saying just because you have kids now you got to do everything. No, like, responsibilities are responsibilities, period.
Yeah. You still have responsibilities even if you're by yourself.
Yep. So yeah. So, I mean, listen, I didn't want to, like, talk about Cronin all night, but, we got on that topic and all that shit. But, yeah, I don't have anything against him. I don't. I just, like, YR to me can go fuck himself forever now. Because, like, that guy would come to me every fucking day busting my balls to speak with him, and I did. And it's like, oh, now that you're over there, now you can't speak to Ken. Oh, you got to block me after you send me 9,000 messages. Now you want to block me and act like I never lived. Well, you just proved to me you really are a fucking, like, weird fucker. And go do your thing. I have no fucking ill will towards you, but don't contact me anymore. Leave me the fuck alone in the future. Don't come back like you always do. Months later, leave me messages. Even after you fucking threatened me and tried to dox me and all this crazy shit that he was doing towards me, he still would leave a message like, I'm sorry and I want to be friends and I love what you do and I love you and I blah, 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 blah. And I'm always like, yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. No, don't contact me anymore. I don't have anything bad about you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Go do your thing and don't contact me months down the road or years down the road. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Because you proved who you are and what's important to you. So, que sera, sera.
Oh, I agree with that because, I mean, there's sometimes with, like, I'm trying to remember what show YR was on. I think maybe it was Bullfrogs channel or something like that when they had a channel. And I was in the chat and I had no problem with YR. And he was like, oh, yeah, Casey's in the chat, ban him. Like, come on, I never did anything to him.
I don't know why he would ban you. Like, you're not in there fucking with him. But who knows, man? Who knows why people do shit, you know?
But, like, I didn't mean to talk about Cronin the whole time. I think it's a topic, it's kind of hard to just stop. And that's why when I was over Dave's show, I got cornered and I was trying to defend myself, so I couldn't just stop. I tried to defend myself over there.
I don't know about JB, what the latest is with him and shit. I hope he's doing good and his family and everything. I think he still plays with Leah on the video games and shit. But I don't know anything having to do with him. And the last that I've seen him was a photo of him from Facebook where JB looked unbelievable, like in shape like a motherfucker. So I think he's doing good. I hope his wife's doing good, his family, his kids, everybody. I hope they're all doing good, man. I really do. I hope he's loving life. But that's all I know.
He's a funny dude.
What?
He's a funny dude. I was going to say he's a funny dude.
Oh, he is, dude. He definitely is, bro. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. He's one of the funniest guys I ever fucking met online. I'll tell you that.
And it sucks he's still not
And you know
there.
what? He was great on the radio, like doing like real radio. Like his voice was like meant for it.
Oh, yeah.
Guy was great, bro.
Like,
when he would live stream, he was fucking great, dude. He was great.
I loved his sports radio, dude. It was like, not only they would talk about sports, it was always like he would do like a game show.
Yeah, his shit was fantastic, bro. JB was awesome, bro. Joe's had a lot of good, talented motherfuckers, bro. There's no doubt about it. But he acts like, I find talent. I have a way of finding talent. And it's like, no, dude. You were doing streams. People saw you, and they gravitated towards it like I did. They, you know, and it happens. And it's like, dude, you're not some fucking talent finder. Stop the shit. Like, people, you had a platform. People loved it, loved what you were doing. They mingled with you, interacted with you, and then all of a sudden they streamed with you. Like, stop with the fucking, you know, these people would never have been known if it wasn't for me. Like, stop. Just please. Guy thinks so fucking highly of his shit. Everything, even down to, like, putting people on his streams. It's like, I strategically found these people, and they went on to be superstars everywhere. And it's like, calm down, dude. You're not Vince. You're not Vince McMahon.
He should be a talent agency then if he was able to find all these great talents. Like, you figure, like, everyone's replaceable. Then, like, why isn't it, like, God, just try to watch the show is just unwatchable. It's like, if you want to be, I don't want to go down it, but it's
who are you talking about, Joe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, I like, there's things that, like, I see every once in a while that Joe does that's still fucking hilarious and shit that he does that's fucking great. But, like, yeah, you're right. For the most part, a lot of shit is, like, just, it's different. It's, like, lackadaisical shit. And, you know, I honestly, like I said before, I think it's because he's not being pushed into, like, you know, the volleyballing back and forth with, like, people that are really good. And sometimes he does get into that with, like, Rojas and maybe, like, one or two other people once in a while on there. But for the most part, No, he doesn't really have guys that can go back and forth with him on his level. Not at all. Not at all. Some of them reach his level once in a while here and there, but no, Joe does not have that guy on there with him that pushes Joe and makes Joe better, just like, like Joe used to do with other people. He just doesn't, it's just not there. I don't know if it's because he doesn't want it there or he doesn't want to, run the risk of giving somebody a platform like that who's good and talented and go off and, take more people from him that are already left type of thing. I don't fucking know what he's thinking, but, it's just, I honestly think it's just because he doesn't have that other, group or good person or good guy that is funny and can push him into, just being better. I don't know.
And you can only make Bullfrog freak out so many times before it's like, okay, this is old. I'm not gonna lie, that whole thing with Bullfrog and was it that Jackie Redmond bit, Bill, where he thinks Jackie Redmond is
dude. Let me tell you something, bro. Bullfrog knows 1,000% that that's not real.
I'm hoping he doesn't.
Of course he does, bro. He knows what the deal is. That guy's totally fucking playing along with everything. 100%.
I was like, you hope someone's not that dumb enough.
Yeah, he's. Come on, dude. You think he really? Come on. He's a reasonable dude when he talks sense sometimes, and he'll surprise you, where you're like, wow, he really isn't as bad as I thought he was. So there's no way he really fucking believes that. There's just no way, bro. I don't know. I just don't see it. I really don't. But, hey, you know what? Keep the kayfabe going and all that shit. And, it's funny, I guess, in a way. If Joe finds it funny, then, he puts it on his stream, I guess. Me, personally, I think that shit with Bullfrog is just, that was, I don't know. It's just... It gets after a while, the yelling and all that bullshit and the fighting. It's I don't know. If you're doing a podcast trying to make money, I guess then it's a good thing. But me, I don't want to deal with the fucking headache of hearing fucking him bitching and moaning about people and this and that. And, it's just annoying. It's like playing babysitter. Fuck out of here.
Oh, yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's funny to a point, and then it's okay, now let's move on. And
yes, Bullfrog is the new Tommy, Josh. He's Bullfrog is a special needs type of dude, yes, and Bullfrog basically definitely is the new Tommy over there right now, 1,000%. Not the new Tommy, but a different person in the same slot type of thing. Because, talent-wise, Tommy is way better than Bullfrog. I mean, Tommy can talent circles around him. But Bullfrog is a whole different beast. If you don't know who he is, he kind of is just he acts like he falls for every trick in the book. And he acts it's very, I don't know. He seems like he knows what's going on, but he plays dumb type of thing. And, it's whatever. Have fun. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. If that's what people want to see on Joe's shit, then that's what they want to see. But I don't know. It's a wrestling channel, and, you got Bullfrog fucking screaming at people in the middle of a wrestling review. I just think, people that are going there to watch wrestling reviews are not, maybe they'll laugh 5 minutes of that, but, after a half hour or 45 minutes of Bullfrog and this and that, it's what are you doing now? That's where the professional part of it comes into play. Are you here to, do a review, or are you here just to, hit cruise control and let these fucking idiots just tease each other and try to pick fights with each other the whole fucking time? What are we doing?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he needs to separate it. He doesn't need have a long stream or even video of a wrestling review. Just do your own deal. Make it professional, and I think that would be great. And then you could have like a stream, like monetize this, where you can go around and have, like you said, fuck games. But you can't put everything into a pot, like you said.
No,
And
not when you're trying to make a professional, and like you're trying to maximize what you're doing on here. Like you have to separate, man. Like I said before, his name, like with the in the industry, is probably untouchable because of like the shit that's said in the past. But that doesn't mean like if you went and said, okay, I'm gonna like do a professional thing now, that doesn't mean you can't still rise to that professional level. Like that doesn't mean you can't. Like it's not over. It's just you got to like actually do it and fucking say, hey, like I'm going to approach this from a professional level now because this is what I do for a living. So I'm going to do it the right way. Like I'm not just going to throw everything into a pot and mix it. Like you would think there'd be more of a, but what the fuck do I know, bro? I don't do this for a living. So maybe he's doing it the right way. I don't know. I'm just giving my opinion on it. If this was my job, I would be doing this a lot different than how I do it. I'll tell you that right now. I wouldn't be it would be way different. If I was doing this for a living and actually trying to make it on here to pay bills and to take care of my family, I would be doing it a lot differently. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. And I think he was doing it a lot differently. But now it's kind of like cruise control. I don't know.
I think the way you do it, like I think you do it more professionally, and like I don't want to seem like I'm kissing your ass.
Well, I mean, I don't.
Like,
I used to be a little more professional, in a way, but I also enjoy this for what it is. Like I'm using it for totally different reasons. Like I'm on here for totally different reasons. Like I'm on here to fuck around and have a good time and just hear and say what is going on. You know what I mean? And interact and mingle and bullshit and have a good time and then bounce. Like he's on for a whole different fucking ball of wax. And I honestly think unless he fucking turns around and says, I'm batting down the hatches, I'm getting serious, and these are the new shows I'm doing, this is the new channel, or this is the new platform, and this is how it's being done, and if I bring people on that can't be professional, well, I'm just not going to work with them on these shows, or I'm going to do it on my own. You know what I mean? If I can't find those people or that person to be professional enough and talented enough to do it with him, he could still fucking rise. But I think right now, I mean, I don't know, man. It's kind of like you said, like we've been saying. It's like, he seems, unless it's an act, he seems miserable as fuck, bro. When you're on fucking X telling people you want to die all the time, it's like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Is this an act, or do you really fucking feel like that? Like, what the fuck's going on? Shit.
Yeah, imagine being, I hate to be Leah, because if this is not an act, imagine like all that shit being leaked out. And
yeah, like that's why I said before, like God forbid your kids one day see your comments on X. Like, don't you think one of your kids are gonna turn around and be like, damn, like my father's that unhappy? Like, what are you, like, you unhappy with us? Are you unhappy with, like, that would make me feel like shit if I saw my parents saying, like, I just hate life and I just want to die, like, kill me already. I'd be like, damn, the fuck?
What about
it's
his
horrible.
Extended family, or like his parents? Like I don't know if his parents would be on X, but let's say extended family sees that shit, you figure.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt that like his family would see it, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe, yeah, who knows? Maybe they just know him as him being like that. I don't know. Like, because I know some people that are like that online, from my private life, that once in a while, or like maybe once a month or once every 2 months, they'll put some shit on like one of these platforms, Facebook or this or that, where they'll say something like, just like miserable shit. And you'll be like, damn, like that person's going through some shit. But like, he seems like he does it quite a bit. And is it fake? Is it real? I don't know. Because if it is real, then damn, you got a lot of shit you need to take care of, man. Because if you're miserable and you have that beautiful of children and that nice situation you're in, like, I don't know, man. It just seems like why don't you concentrate on that shit, the good things, you know? But I don't know which one it is. I really don't, man. I don't know if he's lying or serious. I don't fucking know. You know? I mean, I hope he is bullshitting because for his kid's sake and his all that, you know?
I agree 100%. Like, I wish him well. Like, even though I know some people are saying that I wish him bad. Like, no, I wish him well.
Well, I kind of
Like,
thought I thought, like, you're just a nice guy and you don't want to admit that you fucking hate his guts and fuck him.
No.
But I didn't think that it was to the point where you would wish horrible shit on him. I never thought that. I never did.
No.
But you know, I could see how some people might think like, oh yeah, Casey fucking hates fucking Cronin. Like, goddamn, you know, because it did seem like it does. You know, I mean, you know, I wouldn't say you're obsessed, but I would say yeah, it seemed like you were honing in for a while there. Like you fucking really can't stand the motherfucker, bro. But you know, I mean, it's also funny too. Some of the videos you did, you know.
Like, dude, I made jokes about Dave, and then like.
No, I know you did. I'm not. I don't think that you got like, you know.
And I did some against myself too.
I mean, you're just having fun, bro. I don't think it's a big deal. You know what I mean?
But I'll cool my jets down about the whole thing about making a
No,
AI
dude, do what you want, bro. Like, if people don't want to see it, then put it somewhere else. You know what I mean? But, like, if you want to do it, man. Do what makes you fucking happy and what you want to do. And if people don't want to see it, well, then just change where you're putting it. That's all you got to do. You know what I mean? Fuck people. If they don't want to see it, then they don't have to see it. They can look the other way, and you can go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
I was just doing what it just seems funny. Like when I saw someone do a George Carlin bit on it, someone I was like, okay. So I ran with it a little bit. Like, I did a couple of Cronin, and then I did several with Dave, then with me. I was like, but.
Yes, Josh, Tommy did get beat up for years on Monetize This. But, you know, he was, like, looking back at everything, he was a good sport, though, man. Because, like, you know, like, he would get pissed and, like, say a lot of things and then yell. And then he would, like, be laughing 5 minutes later at something. So, like, that's how you can tell, like, he has a good heart. And he always played along. And, you know, like, Tommy's just Tommy no matter what he does. You know?
Tommy's a good guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
he is.
I'm proud.
He means well, Tommy. He does.
I'm proud that I think he's finally knowing that, like, not to let everything bother him. And, like,
yeah, he's not like he used to be, bro. Once he had like some serious shit go down in his life and he experienced hard life for a minute there, you know, I think it woke him up with a lot of shit. Because back in the day, when he hung out with me, and like I could just tell he was the type of guy that everything had to be on camera and everything had to be, and like as soon as I get there, the camera comes out and everything's like, you know, and his online life was so much bigger than his private life. But now I think he has it 50-50 where he could step back and turn the camera off and still live his life, but he wasn't able to do that years ago. You know, he wasn't. But now he can do that, which is good, because when I met with him, I wanted to choke him after a fucking half hour. Because he was like, the camera was coming out every 2 seconds, and I'm like, bro, I don't want people to be like, I don't want certain things on camera. You know, like every time I introduce you to a friend somewhere, I don't need you to start going to your camera because you're going live. Like, no, you don't need to always go live. Oh, we're going to the Chinese restaurant, go live. Oh, we're going to meet Ken's friend that I know, go live. Like, no, it doesn't always need to be like that. You know, like, there's a time.
I'm gonna go take a shit in Ken's toilet. I'm gonna go live now.
Oh, dude, when he shit in my toilet, bro, it was fucking... He fucking dumped in that bitch so fucking hard, bro. Smelled like a fucking... Yo, I can't wait for Stranger Things to come out, bro. I'm looking so forward to that show. I haven't looked forward to a show like this in so many years.
I never gotten this.
Yeah, Shannon bust my balls about liking that show, and I was like, "Well, it's a good show. I like it. Like, it's actually a decent show, you know." And I don't really watch a lot of shows now, so I don't really have much to watch. So I'm happy something new is going to be out, you know.
Can't knock at people what they like watching because, like, for me, like, I mean, recently I started watching. I think it was on Netflix, or could be HBO Max or something like that. It was called The Diplomat.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's not a bad show.
I thought it was a pretty good show.
You know what show I started
for
watching? Have you ever seen the show The Yellow Jackets?
No.
I started watching this with Shannon, and it's a weird, weird fucking show, bro. It's about this girls' soccer team that they're in high school and they crash in a plane and they land somewhere like where they're together for years and they have to like, you know, hunt for food and then like live off the land and shit. But then like all this, it takes place like in the future where most of them got rescued, but it goes back and shows you all this weird, crazy shit they did while they were like on this remote area after the plane crash, and it shows you like, you know, flashes back to when they were on this island or wherever they were, and it's satanic, crazy, fucked up, like weird shit going on, bro. And the show, at first I was like, I'm not watching this. This is like a chick show. But like I would go in the room and get changed after the shower, and Shannon would be watching it, and I would sit there and just start watching it while I was changing, and then I would be like, oh shit, this is actually really fucking interesting and weird. So then now I'm kind of getting into it now, and it's called Yellow Jackets. It's a fucking pretty weird show, man. Really fucked up show. You know?
Well, I don't get to watch a lot of shows. Like back in the day, obviously watching cable and shit like that. I mean, the last big show I used to love watching was House. That was something that I grew up. Well, not grew up, but my parents was watching House, and then I would catch glimpse, and then I was like, and then I'll be sitting down and watching it. It's like, okay, now I love it. Like, and I think House was like the last series I actually cared watching. Like from, like I would go back and watch from season 1 all the way to the final season.
Yeah.
But like, I miss House because that was a good show.
My grandfather used to watch that a lot. House. That show was pretty popular at one point.
Oh yeah, like dude, I remember they put a commercial for the Super Bowl of it. Like I think they were promoting season 3 or something like that. It was, but after like when I moved out and moved with my wife, I was like, well, that's not true. It's like ever since really like dialed down on cable and just watching videos and stuff, like watching TV shows doesn't feel the same no more. Like I don't feel like I'm gotta wait for this one show coming out again. Like something that I'm more like I can't wait for the next movie or something, but even that's hard to come by. Like you got that Jurassic Park movie I kind of want to sit down and watch, but like how many times you let a bunch of dinosaurs let loose into general public, and like it's like, what about this? What about Jurassic Park where nothing goes wrong and everything went right? Like you just go around and splash Jurassic Park.
Listen to this.
Always represented the common American man and woman as a member of the House of Representatives, which is why I've always been despised in Washington, D.C., and just never fit in. Americans are used by the political industrial complex of both political parties, election cycle after election cycle, in order to elect whichever side can convince Americans to hate the other side more. and the results are always the same. No matter which way the political pendulum swings, Republican or Democrat, nothing ever gets better for the common American man or woman. The debt goes higher, corporate and global interests remain Washington's sweethearts, American jobs continue to be replaced, whether it's by illegal labor or legal labor by visas or just shipped overseas. Small businesses continue to be swallowed by big corporations. Americans' hard-earned tax dollars always fund foreign wars, foreign aid, and foreign interest, and the spending power of the dollar continues to decline. The average American family can no longer survive on a single breadwinner's income, as both parents have to work in order to simply survive. And today, many in my children's generation feel hopeless for their future and don't think they will ever realize the American dream. And that breaks my heart. I ran for Congress in 2020 and have fought every single day believing that Make America Great Again meant America first. I have one of the most conservative voting records in Congress, defending the First Amendment, Second Amendment, unborn babies because I believe God creates life at conception, and I love to fight for the little guy. Strong, safe borders, I have fought hard for that. I've fought against COVID tyrannical insanity and mandated mass vaccinations, and I've never voted to fund foreign wars with your hard-earned tax dollars. However, with almost 1 year into our majority, the legislature has been mostly sidelined. We endured an 8-week shutdown, wrongly, resulting in the House not working for the entire time, and we are entering campaign season, which means all courage leaves and only safe campaign re-election mode is turned on in the House of Representatives.
All right, say it already.
2021. My poor father and my poor...
Shut the fuck up. Tell us what you're going to say already.
...against me by the president that we all fought for, only to fight and win my election while Republicans will likely lose the midterms, and in turn be expected to defend the president against impeachment after he hatefully dumped tens of millions of dollars against me and tried to destroy me. It's all so absurd and completely unserious. I refuse to be a battered wife, hoping it all goes away and gets better. If I am cast aside by the president and the MAGA political machine and replaced by neocons, big pharma, big tech, military-industrial war complex, foreign leaders, and the elite donor class that can never ever relate to real Americans, then many common Americans have been cast aside and replaced as well. There is no plan to save the world or a 4D chess game being played. When common American people realize and understand that the political industrial complex of both parties is ripping this country apart, that not one elected leader like me is able to stop Washington's machine from gradually destroying our country, and instead the reality is that they, common Americans, the people, possess the real power over Washington, then I'll be here by their side to rebuild it. Until then, I'm going back to the people that I love, to live my life to the fullest as I always have, and I look forward to a new path ahead. I'll be resigning from office with my last day being January 5th, 2026, and I look forward to seeing many of you again sometime in the future.
When I run for president. So that's it for her. She gets into a fight with Trump, and now she announces a day, 2 weeks later, a week later that she's leaving office. What a fucking coward. That, to me, I mean, it's just like you get into a fight and you want to tuck your tail and run right away. Fucking
That's
weird.
That's the first thing I thought of when I heard about this.
Yeah, what a fucking weirdo.
My sister and brother-in-law told me about this as soon as I came home. And it's like, geez, she got her feelings about her, and then now she decides to depart.
Yeah, like if you're fighting the good fight, you wouldn't turn your back. But if you're like, think you're crushed and you're done right away and that's it, it's over for you, then you just run with your tails between your legs like she just did. So, weird shit, man. But Dr. Earl, what is up, baby? The doc in the house.
What's going on? What's up, Ken? So I take it this woman was a Republican, I guess, a Trump supporter.
Yeah, she was. Yep.
So now I guess you could say, well, according to many sources, she was what they call a rhino, R-I-N-O, Republican in name only.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that's probably the issue with her at the moment.
Well,
enough
I
of
mean,
that, I
listen,
just came home more-
she supported Trump big time, man. She really did, and she, you know, campaigned and all that shit. And she actually won her election, her elected seat before Trump was back in office. So it's not like, you know, she was in there because of Trump. She won on her own, and she supported Trump like crazy. And now they're in a whole big thing. And you know, honestly, MAGA is like turning fractual. It's like fracting off into like weird different realms, bro. It's just weird shit that's going on. It really is. It's I don't get it. I don't get how like the right can go even righter and righter and the left can go even further and further left, but they do it somehow. And the far right is going against Trump now. The far right.
I know.
It's weird shit.
Kind of probably accusing Trump of not being right enough, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It seemed, I don't know, for some reason when you mentioned that, it kind of reminds me of the Jedi Order around episode 3. As they kind of like lost perspective on
Holla for that dollar.
hindsight.
FMN for life tip $2.
Hey.
Can I call in right now?
Who is that?
Who? I don't know.
Who was that? Let me see. FMN for life. Can I call right in? I don't even know who the hell you are. Like, I don't know who that is.
No. Well, either way, everything's going good. Okay, Ken. Or I know we got your message that you will be live.
Yeah, you know I
Yes.
mentioned the YR shit before, and I said like, you know, like honestly, it was weird that he stopped talking to me and all that shit. And like after this one, he could fuck off and he could like I don't want to hear from him months from now. Like, come on, man, you know I still love you, Ken, and you know no more of that shit.
And I know he's gonna do it with me when Joe dumps his ass. I know it's gonna happen.
Or he's done with Joe and he doesn't want to spend money and he finds it boring now and he wants to move on to something else and he starts live streaming again and calling up 25 people and getting everybody on and, you know, 3-ring circus and everything again. Like, you know what? Next time that happens again, fuck off. I ain't calling in. Don't call me. I don't want nothing to do no more. You want to cut me off and act like I'm some kind of bad person and I'm someone that you can't fucking interact with now because you're chilling with Joe. Like, dude, I don't have a problem with you fucking talking to Joe, and you know that. You left me 9,000 fucking messages, and now you want to block me because you're either told to or you think, oh, no, if Joe sees that I'm friends with Ken, it's just going to make things bad. And it's like, well, then fuck you then, man. Then obviously you don't care for me as a friend. So then why would I even want to talk to you anyway? Fuck it.
And but besides, going back to the AR-15, that was years ago. That was old news, but YR keeps wanting to bring it up.
Well,
And
that's the thing that, you know, YR goes back to what he knows is going to make Joe tick. And YR has those little things in his head of, oh, yeah, it's the AR-15 thing with that. It's the bullfrog thing with this. So YR has to use his bag of tricks when he's with Joe because he's got to shine. You know what I mean? He's got to be the guy. He's trying to be the guy that lobs Joe the ball, like I said before. Like, Joe needs that guy to, like, inspire him. YR's trying to be the guy to inspire Joe. But it's like YR could only use old tricks. He has no new ones. They're all a bag of old tricks, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
AR-15 with Dr. Earl, old trick. The Bullfrog, hey, Bullfrog, suck my dick, you fat fuck. Out of nowhere, old tricks with Bullfrog. All the old tricks, you know? It's like, it's a boring bag of tricks.
I think the video short that 13 yards through the windshield did many weeks back pretty much sums up my feelings at the moment towards the guy. I think I DM'd. I'm sure you saw it at Dave's server. I know it's on this channel right now. It took one of the photos of me in downtown Ybor, kind of add some AI stuff to it.
Oh, yeah?
No blood and guts, but yeah, gotta check it out. It's in the shorts section of that channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
gotta check it out there.
So what were you
Yeah.
doing tonight? What was going on?
I was just doing my
Holla
job
for
and
that
stuff,
dollar.
blah blah blah.
FMN for life tip $2. I don't know if you remember young supporter called in a couple months ago.
Yes, of course I do. I do. I'm going to be on tomorrow night, man, if you want to call in, because I'm not going to be on too much longer tonight, but, you know, if you're around tomorrow, because I'm not going to be on much longer tonight, but yeah.
Well, the thing that gets me with YR is that, like, first he started defending Joe, saying Joe he needs a lot of help. His kids are having troubles. They're sick with the flu.
Oh, YR was
we need
saying
to
this?
support Joe. He was saying this on a couple of our music shows in the past.
When?
He was telling me,
Like,
this was a pretty much around the same time Keith passed away.
oh, really? So it's recent.
Not really recent. It was recent.
Like a
It
couple
was
of
about
months
2
ago.
months ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes,
what? Wait.
exactly.
So YR was saying, "Oh, Joe needs help financially. Everybody's got to help him," type of
Yep,
thing.
Exactly. Like, we need to support Joe Crow. And it's like, wait a minute, didn't you used to be anti-Joe many times when you were on
Yeah, but
My
but
Spirits Drama
but Dr.
Club?
Earl, you know he has a love for Joe. You know he does. Just like he had a love for me and love for what I used to do.
Yeah, but if he had a love for Joe, he would at least say, "Hey, Joe, you need to don't disrespect Dr. Earl because him complaining about."
I know. I agree with you. Dr. Earl, I agree with you because if you're YR's friend, he shouldn't be looking to make a punchline out of you on Joe's shit. He should be more of your friend and more of like, no, you know what? We can kid around with Dr. Earl, but he's my boy, and I don't really want to go there with him. But nope.
Exactly.
Nope. YR will be like, hey, fuck it. Every man is usable at this point. When I'm fucking with Joe, when he fucks with Joe and he gets into that whole thing, everybody's up for shit. You know what I mean? Because YR just wants to fit in, be funny, and give Joe those softballs. You know what I mean? And YR will do it at any cost when he's in that zone. And obviously he's invested a lot of time and a lot of money into getting back on with Joe, right? And
yes, exactly.
you know, he doesn't give a fuck about you or me or anyone else.
Yeah.
And that's how it
Just
is.
What I get, I pretty much I was listening to the stream you and Mello and Dave did that one Sunday evening before I called in. And I guess Mello said it best. He's looking for, I guess, validation or attention. I guess I know, yeah, but geez, if you want all that, do it for the right reasons
Yeah.
by doing the right deeds.
Yeah, I
There's always
agree.
the Lord.
I agree.
Exactly. But
There's
you
always the
won't do
Lord.
it. Yep, exactly.
I've already pointed this out when it comes to like
Hey.
Joe shit. It's sort of
Both
adultery. By the way, hi
Exactly.
Ken. Man,
What's up?
Dr. Earl.
Hey, Bose.
Yeah, I get the point. But what I wanted to mention is that when it comes to YR, he's always been like this. Since I met him, like he was an anti-Joe. He was in fact anti-Joe. But this is how YR plays. Like he'll be on and off with you.
Yeah, he
Goes,
was
like,
anti-Ken at one point. You know what I mean? Like he's anti-everybody at one point. You know?
Yeah, so just look at it. I look at YR like this at this point. Like he's the kind of guy who wants to fit in, but he idolizes Joe. That's what I look at it.
Yeah, he does.
It's one of those idolizers, and you know what? That you do you. Like I've even said this about Luke Rojas. Pretty much anybody that is over there.
He used to idolize me, bro. Remember the whole Islanders thing? And like he's wearing all these Islander fucking gear and doing
I
everything.
remember that as
Like,
well,
yeah, he
yeah.
used to do that with me. And I never ever treated him wrong or steered him wrong. And for him now to act like I'm a problem and he can't speak with me, like after he leaves me 30 fucking messages in a night, it's like, how dare you, bro? Fuck you now. Now I'm not ready. I'm never gonna be like okay with chilling with him or bullshit. No, never again, bro. I'm done with that dude. Done.
Yeah, it's sad too because like you know, like even if I were like Joe's not that bad. See myself ever like being able to chat with the chatters because I know I don't have a good reputation over there no matter what. So I don't even know why YR wants to be over there. He doesn't even have a good reputation over there.
No, he don't.
So it's just
Exactly.
But he don't give a
Like-
fuck. You know, he don't give a fuck.
He wants attention. And you know what? Here's something else. He knows that Garguts and Luke Rojas don't exactly care for him. So he's going to get trashed by those two guys eventually. I've heard that a couple of times that they went after him full throttle a couple of
Yeah, they
programs
did.
ago.
They did. Yeah. I heard a couple
Yeah,
of
like,
times.
I don't know what YR is expecting at this point. Like, what, you're just going to be like welcomed in open arms?
I know. It's like, dude, of course you're going to get fucked with, bro. Like, those guys are protective over that cock, bro. Come on. They've been
You
going
know,
at
at the
you
same
know?
time, YR does sort of deserve it. Like, after going after Joe for so long.
It's
and
all
pulling
going to
out
end
dicks
bad,
out
though.
of his
That's the sad part. It eventually will end bad. Watch. It always does. It always does. It always does.
Yeah.
You know? So
like, I don't. So it's just, I don't know, like, I don't even think, like, going in there anymore is a good idea for anybody that history with Joe at all, because, like, it turns into, oh, these are backstabbers, oh, they hate Joe.
Yeah, and look, they came back to me because they are backstabbers. They would never have come back to me if they weren't. And that's the picture that Joe paints once somebody comes back to him that's been gone for a long time. He always makes it look like, oh, well, they wouldn't have come back to me if they were wrong. They were wrong. That's why they came back to me instead of me going to them. You know, and he always.
That's the thing. It makes it hard to go back to him because of that alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like people hate him just for the sake of hating them. People, in fact, would rather watch Joe. I guarantee you, like, people still watch Joe to this day that don't really like what he does, but because of that alone, like, makes it go, like, I can't watch. Like,
Yeah.
if that's what he thinks of me, why the fuck would I be there?
Yeah.
So it just creates this. He created this illusion to his chat that these people are hating him and this, that, and the other. But even if that was let's just put that in perspective. How does that make Joe look if he was able to have so many people dislike him at once? Think that through.
Yeah.
Oh, what about not only it's him, I think it's the people around him. Like, you can't, like, I think he's in a toxic situation. Like, if let's say, hypothetically, I go over there, I'm going to probably get attacked.
Oh yeah, obviously, yeah, because you've been like against him, and they know like who's who and what's what, you know.
I
So
know I'll be attacked for sure because of my stance towards the suicide jokes and stuff. You know, they're going to go after me. That's why I don't bother with that stuff. Besides, I'm doing something way 20 times better than calling in on his damn stupid show.
Speaking of that, Dr. Earl, remember the time where he decides to criticize you, but then we think about his death threats. Like, remember, he made a death threat to Vikings fan, like, we're going to be dead soon, and laughed about it. But, oh yeah, this was 3 years ago when Joe called in to Dave's show. Vikings started questioning Joe about the dog scene, and Joe was like, oh, well, you're going to die, or something around those lines.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so it's funny when he does it, but he wants to criticize Dr. Earl and his supposed death threats that were not death threats, by the way. I've covered this a while back.
Exactly. I still praise you for doing that, my man. High five to you, man. And here's another thing. Let's also not forget the various death threats that Joe claimed to have gotten in the past multiple times, or the IRS issues that he's been talking about for how many years. And now to see him doing this online gambling on his live stream.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was YR, I was donating to Joe.
Fucking
and
balls,
I would see
bro.
that. It's like, I
know
you,
it's
Joe.
balls, bro. It's fucking balls, dude. That's like really.
I owe Dr. Earl apology. I'm gonna send him my money. I'm gonna send him. All
Yeah,
my
but Dr. Earl, you know what the answer to that would be if Joe was answering what you're saying? Like, how could you gamble when you're sitting there crying poverty, right? You know what he would say? Well, that person donated that money to me to have me gamble it, so it's not my own money, right? But my point behind that is, like, if you're projecting this shit out there that you're on the edge of catastrophe, it's okay in your mind to be on there gambling and just wasting money away when you're in.
Got the idea. Oh, let's take a shot. If I could gamble, let's see if I could earn lots more money.
And don't you think? But don't you think if you're a real supporter, you would say, "Well, no, I'm not going to give you money to gamble, bro. I'm just going to give you this money so you can use it towards your family and your bills." Like,
precisely. Like if I
fucking
was a
weird, bro.
to Joe, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to use it for your family. For
yeah,
your
it's
bills,
like
for your
giving
rent,
giving a homeless person a couple of bucks for food, and they go and they buy crack or heroin with it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Makes it hard for people to give it to the homeless, let alone Joe, who, if he continues this path, is going to end up homeless eventually.
Fuck knows, man. Who knows what's real and what's not? I don't know, man. I really don't.
Honestly, it's obviously a grift, and I never really trashed Joe for the grift. Like, I understand the hustle. I only talk about, like, come on, dude. You got to take it that far. kind of pathetic.
Exactly.
At this point,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Yeah. I agree with you. If it is like bullshit, like you don't have to go that far, bro. Like that's just overboard. You're really going overboard. You know.
Yeah, and plus, like I said before, we already know this, like from 5 years ago. So it's not like we're against it.
Yeah. It's just
like I don't even know why he has to take it that far.
Yeah, it's just he don't need to. That's the thing. Like I was saying before, he really does not need to go this far or this route with it, bro. Like you're playing yourself, dude. You look like a fucking idiot. You know, like honestly.
But I think deep down inside, Joe is looking for attention as well, trying to cause controversy so he'll lure more people onto his channel so they'll subscribe, donate. You know, we all know the phrase "controversy creates cash." It's worked many times. I think he's trying to do that.
Yeah, but it's funny enough because I think it worked the opposite effect because he hasn't really received much donations. You know.
Good.
And honestly,
by the way, let's interrupt you. He claims he has 3 jobs. How come we have yet to see him do any?
Get the fuck out, dude. That guy don't have 3 jobs, bro. And listen,
exactly.
if he does have a job, he ain't doing anything strenuous. Trust me, because the only job he's doing is delivering something or like running something somewhere. Yeah, like he ain't doing any kind of job where it's like, wow, look at this motherfucker's working, bro. No, not happening.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Not happening.
It's absolutely bullshit. Unless he does a glory.
That dude
hole
don't
job
know what
that's
hard
on the
work
side.
is. Like that's the type of guy that once in a blue moon he'll clean out a garage or fix a shingle on the house or like once in a blue moon. He is not that guy. Trust me, he is not.
Exactly.
He does not know hard work.
If you were to start work at our workplace there, he'll be fired within a couple of days because obviously his laziness would definitely show. He'd be lazy.
Yeah, that late shit, late every day. You know, leave early, come in late, leave early. I hate motherfuckers like that, bro.
And also complain about his life being tipsy, unhappy, all that bullshit. Come on.
I'm
be
so
afraid.
upset. I want to die.
Take into account, and Dr. Earl, take into account, he does live in Massachusetts. Don't get me wrong, you are right. Complaining about your life online is kind of dumb. He does live in Massachusetts, so it's a blue state full of fucking expensive shit.
Dude, just the fact that he came on, just the fact that he came on with a water bill is fucking mind-boggling to me, bro. It's like, dude, I feel bad for you, Joe, that you got to come on air with a fucking bill like that is just so fucked, man.
It's like, here's the proof, everybody.
Poor fucking guy, bro. I feel bad, bro. Like, I feel bad in a way, dude. I honestly feel bad in a way because I'm like, bro, really? You got to resort to doing that where you got to like see everybody look? Like it's like, god damn, dude.
I guess people. It's his way to defending himself. If you want to look at that perspective.
Point this out. Even Casey was like, I'm surprised that people were criticizing Casey for talking about this with his videos. I'm like, okay, Dave goes like, this was a joke. I mean, I don't know how they took it as, like Dave was saying, oh, Casey wants Joe's livelihood. I don't know how he took it that far. Like this was one of the things that, Joe was talking about, and obviously he doesn't suffer from water bill. Otherwise, he would have been evicted from his house. Like,
yeah,
it's a big deal, by the way. I mean,
exactly. And I don't think, and we all know the water bill doesn't go that damn high.
No.
I think the limit is probably around $300 or less.
Yeah, it's
okay. 2 explanations for this. Either Joe finds it really funny at this point, or he literally thinks people buy it.
Well, I probably think it's funny because none of us are sure.
Well, I mean, honestly, Bullsy, like, he can't think people are buying it because it's like, dude, you're not making donations, right? Because I don't think he's making a lot in donations, right? So, I mean, something's not right with people. If people aren't donating, then obviously they don't believe it. You know, it's like you need to move on and get a new shtick, bro. It's not working. Like people.
So at this point, then it has to be funny to Joe at this point.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Kind of like,
it's got to be.
It has to.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's not a grift, then it's a big fat joke.
I agree. Because it's like how, it can't be. It can't be, bro. Can't be.
No.
So again, like, liar. So you're not wrong for making fun of it, regardless of what Dave Ghost said. Okay.
Yeah. And by the way, for speaking of the liars, I already informed you, Ken and Dave, I'm no longer doing shows for Prince Sido regarding this chick that we spoke about when we all join the streams.
What did
that
you
one
say to
Friday
him? Did
evening.
you say something to him about it?
Well, he added me as a friend on Facebook, and that's when he started talking about, doing shows together on Friday evenings, which we did for a while. And then kept bringing up this crazy chick. We'll call her the crazy girl,
Yeah, yeah.
as he put it, because she gets crazy, she gets loopy, whatever. She gets plastered with the booze.
Yeah, that's the girl who
He
lives.
talks about
She lives by him, right? She lives in the same apartment
yes.
building. Some
Now
shit.
let me point something out, Ken.
Yeah, but wait. Let me
For
ask you this
some-
though. Wait, Dr. Earl. Why did you stop working with him?
Because of this, because I think he's lied about this girl, because he sent me a couple photos of this chick, including one video of her showed her pussy, showed her ass, no underwear, showed her left boobie,
Yeah.
septum piercing, all that stuff. Some of these young girls are doing nowadays.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, I figured when Bullshitin called out, how in the world did that account appear in my chat that one Friday evening?
Oh yeah, I remember
saying
that.
we need
Yeah.
to talk. Yes, and now it's gone. It's disappeared. Just Lauren's words are in the chat at that moment.
So basically,
And then
he plays a lot of games. Fucking.
Exactly. When I got a hold of him on Facebook Messenger, I asked him, "Does this crazy girl have a YouTube account?" And he said no. But then who was that? Who was that girl posing as this?
It was him.
crazy
It was
Asian
obviously
girl?
him. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I never got a response to that. So what
Yeah.
it took is I also took one of the photos he sent me of this girl, and I put it in the Google search where
Yeah.
the camera lens goes in, and it led me to a couple sites. And in fact, I showed Dave this in his Discord DMs. This girl is probably involved in this site, that site, this particular site, and he claimed that one of the photos he sent me was taken at the Chinese restaurant near where he lives in Vegas, but he did not show me there was a third photo. He only sent me two.
Yeah.
There was a third one that was not included in the DMs that he sent me, and I found it on this other website. In fact, I screenshotted it from my computer and I
Yeah.
sent it to Dave. You know what? I will even send them right to you immediately when I'm done with this call. In
And
fact,
so you caught him in a lie, basically, right?
yeah, exactly.
So
Precisely.
So what? Your thing is you don't want to be interacting or fucking around with somebody who's gonna lie to you.
Exactly. And let alone
All right.
someone who you remember a couple years ago
Fake-
accused Bullfrog
yeah.
of child molestation, faked his own death.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
claimed that
He
was part
listen.
of the
Listen.
Illuminati.
But Dr. Earl, listen. That guy. He's fucking weird and just out there and funny. And it's like, listen. I understand if you're sitting here saying, "Listen, I don't want to fuck with somebody who lies to me," then I get why you're not fucking with him no more. But what I'm saying is, if you're not fucking with him because other people are telling you shouldn't be, it shouldn't be for that reason. It should be for, because you don't want to deal with somebody who's lying to you. Because, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
I think Dr. Earl's just putting pieces together, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, but precisely. I mean, here's the thing: if you want attention, Princey, do it the right way. Do it for the right reasons. Do it the
Yeah.
good deeds. I've been
Yeah.
preaching about this for
He was
how many
playing too
years
many
now.
fuck games, bro. He was fucking around and trying to
Yes.
yeah, he was trying
Exactly.
to.
He's reference there.
Oh, and here's something else I'm still kind of mad at him for. Me, YR, and myself were doing a music show, and we were talking about those girls that I do these take these pictures with at the castle. He said that I know for a fact that they're all transgenders. I'm like, how the fuck do you know, bitch? You never been to Florida.
Well, anyway, talking about Prince, I've always got weird vibes from him,
Yeah.
and it's interesting that you put up with him for so long, Dr. Earl. I'm pretty sure you already know the signs.
Oh,
Hell,
man,
hell,
but at the same time, I was looking to do a show with somebody, since YR is like flippy floppy like he is. So I figure, might as well do some live shows for a while, keep myself occupied on a Friday evening. What the fuck, I'm not doing any live music sets, whether it's techno or soundscape or dub or whatever it is. And by the way, speaking of dub, I have a dub set premiering on my channel tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Cool.
Check it out there, y'all.
Cool. But I'm just
What?
surprised. Again, I'm just surprised that you were willing to put up with Prince Idol, and you knew the signs. Also, what was it kind of making you go, yeah, I'll give this guy a chance?
Well, basically, he mentioned it to me in on the private call on Facebook, one of those audio calls that we did a couple times. You know, he wanted to basically do a live show together with me sometime soon. Okay, we'll give it a shot this coming Friday night. I thought it was going to be a one-time thing, but you know, Prince Idol, he wants that attention.
So it was just basically it just fell into place, and you didn't really think much of it. Okay.
Correct, exactly. It's kind of the same thing when I invited YR to be a part of the shows I was doing with the Arc Noise Stokerbean. That fell into place, and you brought Keith along
That
with
is
us.
fair. You never know. Sometimes things just fall into place. It's unfortunate though, because like you did have like some former relationship with this guy, and he just turns out to just be this weirdo who would even like pull the stunt of I have a girlfriend that is stalking me and shit. It's just like, dude, like it kind of does make you look bad if you're still hanging out with him.
Yeah, I
if
just
he's
can't
pulling
do
that
it.
stuff.
I
So it's
can't
like,
do that
I
because-
can't blame you. I can't blame you. Like we've even told him, like, dude, why do this shit? Like you gave him chances and you gave him the benefit of the doubt. Like it's just like Prince. Like it's like the same thing with Bullfrog and shit. Like in YR and shit. Like you keep doing this stuff and giving you chance after chances to get this point. It's like, you know what, fuck off.
I remember one disappointed. I got to bring this up since you mentioned that because there was one show me, YR, and Paltry did it together, and I wanted to bring up a situation regarding Kiss merchandise being sold to South America, and why not? And this was the '80s Kiss I was talking about when he did not have the makeup on, and every time I tried to bring it up, you know, YR interrupt talk about the new drummer for Guns N' Roses. I'm like. And Wire kept saying, nobody cares about the 80s Kiss. Nobody cares about the 80s Kiss. How the fuck do you know, YR? Even Paul 3 was upset over YR saying that bullshit. Come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah, YR gets a little fucking retarded sometimes. You know that, man. You know, like
Exactly.
You know, it's like
I don't know if it's like intentional with YR or he's that retarded. Sometimes I'm just like, dude, like
I
why
think
even...
it's both.
I think he's that retarded sometimes, bro. Like he's got that look,
both
like
for
that
me.
crystal meth look. You know what I mean? Like he's definitely
Ashtray head,
he's
remember
definitely
that,
He
man?
does
smoked.
look like a...
He's definitely
He does
smoked
look
some
like
hard
a
shit.
defect clone of Flimsy Phil.
And I heard that you know, listen, it is what it is. I you know, there's so many things about YR that I do love, but like I said, this time around it's like, dude, you played yourself. Fuck you. Don't even contact me a month from now, 2 years from now. Just leave me the fuck alone. All right? Just leave me alone.
Right.
I'm pretty sure he might just... You never know. He might just start doing a stream like, I left Can again.
Yeah, he could fucking suck a dick because I don't want anything to do with him again. Like, I'm not going back to that bullshit again. Like, stop playing me like I'm some kind of friend of yours. He left me like 1,000 messages and like was telling me all this shit about his life. And then a week later, he's like, I'm blocking Ken because I'm with Joe now. And it's like, dude, I didn't even talk to you about Joe. So, like, what are you blocking me for? I haven't even talked to you about Joe. Like, the only time he talked to me about Joe was when he would come to me and be like, yo, I'm trying to get back on Joe's show, man. I've been donating, and, I like it, man. It's fun. You know, right? And he's trying to get me to see if I'm okay with it. And I'm like, dude, I don't care where you go. I'm still cool with you. Like, whatever you do, bro, it's none of my business. Oh,
Just
okay.
don't forget about
I thought
us.
you were going to be mad. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not mad. I could give a fuck what you do. It's none of my business.
Yeah, you
Why
said
are
it
they so weird about that?
Huh?
Yeah. Dr. Earl, here's the thing though. Like, why are they? Like, RP came on not too long ago, going like, "Oh, like, I like Joe. I don't hate Joe." And it's like, dude, like, no one's telling you to hate Joe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why Bullfrog, why RP or anybody has to do that. Like,
I
we're
know
not
it's
here
weird,
hating
bro.
Joe
It's
at
almost
all.
like they think like we all hate Joe, and it's like, dude, why do you think so narrow-mindedly? Like just because we give an opinion about something against what they're doing, like all of a sudden we hate them and they're the worst things ever. Like, no one's ever said that. Like, they're not the main bad thing in my life. Okay, YR and Joe.
Yeah, literally, like, if we ever did have an issue with Joe, that's long gone.
Yeah,
That's done.
long gone.
We've long gone. Like, it just tells me like these guys still live in the past and just want to get it. The past was fun, but at the same time, it's it's in the past.
Dude, you know YR definitely lives in the past. There's no doubt about it. That's how
And I
he
guess he
does.
wants to relive. And I promise you, he wants to relive the drama club days.
Oh
where
yeah,
it's just
let's not forget him disregarding me and Arknoya so he could start Drama Club 2.0 with Scott a couple years back.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
so
Drama
he's-
Club 2021.
Yeah, he's done
Yeah,
shit like
exactly.
this for a while, YR. You know, this is nothing new. You know, this is just the latest run with Joe. And then after this one's over, he'll go back to talking shit about Joe and apologizing and trying to be friends with
Yeah.
everybody and calling everybody on
I'm
Skype.
sorry, I just I got my life to live. I mean, I remember a couple of times he and Keith would call me while I'm at work saying, "Join the show. Me and RP are on." I'm like, "I'm working. Quit your job, damn it."
Yeah.
Fuck outta here.
But
Hey,
if
Ken,
I were to
oh.
say, go on, Casey. You were
I
talking.
was gonna,
Go on.
And I was gonna say, would you invite him back if you would get some of that Keith bucks?
No,
Let's say-
dude,
let's
that don't
say
mean
he-
shit to me.
Yeah.
And you know what he said to me, bro? And I've mentioned this before. He
He's not
said to
gonna
me,
donate.
dude, a week, the same week that he was on Joe's shit, and like he was over there, he was still talking to me and everything in the beginning. He said to me, bro, I would be giving you all this money I'm giving Joe, but you got people over there that don't like me, and until they're gone, I can't be in your chat or on your streams.
Oh God.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Of course, I was just joking right there as a joke, but come on, man. I never told anyone when on anyone's channel. It's like, hey, I can't be over here if that guy's there. Like, because like, I'm not gonna put the host in the predicament. Like, hey, you gotta choose, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, that kind of was happening in the past. So there again, when we talk about living in the past, you get my point.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like they're still living in that past where it's like people are still, for some odd reason, beefing over nothing.
Tomorrow is
Like,
Shannon's birthday tomorrow.
Happy
Wow,
birthday!
happy birthday, Shannon. Here's to you, kid.
Yeah, so I got her some nice gifts and shit I got to give her tomorrow, and I'm going to try to take her out to dinner and shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Go for it, kid.
Do something nice. Then put my
Yeah, you
cock
can
in
wear
her
it, though.
fucking mouth. Then I put this cock right in her fucking mouth. Nah, come on. That's so fucked up, bro. That's fucked up. I'm sorry.
Hey,
it's
well,
okay, dude.
happy birthday to her. And,
I know. Happy birthday. I'll be on tomorrow night. I think she's definitely coming on, and we're going to drink and shit and have a good time. You know?
Nice.
Yeah.
are you guys gonna have like a dinner or like?
He said that, Casey.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, I think we're
You
going to go.
did,
We'll probably
Casey.
go somewhere for dinner. Like, I'll probably take her out somewhere.
Casey, he did just say that. Like, you're asking him that after he said it?
I'm going to throw a
did he
burger
say that?
down our fucking throat.
Oh.
Let me throw a burger
I
down
didn't-
your throat, you fucking animal. You fucking filthy fucking animal, you. That's fucking.
Sorry.
You were covering
I
Trump. You were covering, Ken, you were covering like a Trump and the woman like leaving Trump and the rights kind of being less MAGA.
Yeah.
So talk about this for a bit. Like, honestly, like it has been more frequently at this point, and so like I understand it because like, dude, you guys understand like why we voted for Trump in the first place, and the whole like pedophile thing about Trump. It's just like how that came to be, but it's just.
I know, that dude.
Even though
That
he's
shit is
not.
so funny, man. When these people are like, "Yo, you like Trump's hiding all his stuff, and we really need this to come out, and he really should put." And it's like, dude, why weren't you saying this when Biden had all this shit? Like, what, you didn't give a fuck then. Now all of a sudden you can.
Well, actually, this is what you'll get from a lefty tune. Oh, Biden didn't run on releasing him. So what?
I know.
So
he
what?
still had him. He still had him. Like, and he could have
And-
released them. And if Trump is on there, he would have released them. Trust me. Like, we all
and
know
to,
that.
to be like, well, like Biden didn't run on that. Well, that's retarded for one, because the Epstein files. By the way, Trump has been investigating himself even before his presidency. Talk about the insiders and helping victims. But
Yeah.
it turns into he was raping kids. Like, dude, no, he was not. There's no evidence to this. Oh, but he's in the files. Yeah, as a witness.
Yeah. Yeah. Who the fuck knows, man? These people are fucking out of their minds. Bunch of fucking.
And the same
wackos.
people throwing the accusation that Trump is a
what about
pedophile.
what about those senators that called for our armed forces to not take orders?
Right.
Like
Did
that
they do
is
that?
that is
What?
fucking insane. That's people would be calling for that. Like what the fuck? These are senators.
That's what they are. That's what they are, though. Like they have to be like, oh yeah, anything but Trump. Like they don't think too past their. Well, in fact, they're just anything but Trump because it's a good way to get a following at all. Oh, he's against Trump, so I better follow him.
Yeah, it's
Like,
really
that's
fucked
it.
up shit, man. Like really fucked up shit.
That's how they look at it.
They're
man.
basically calling for civil war, bro. They literally are outright calling for
They
it.
want.
Crazy.
That's what they understand only. Bottom line, they want civil war. They want things to go back to the way they want it to be, and fuck everybody else. Enough
Yep.
said.
Fucking
And
whack
Ken, by the
dogs.
way, Ken, I remember I said I was gonna DM you on here.
Yeah.
Those some of the files with this crazy broad. I just did that just now. Check it out, including that video I told him that Prince sent me of this chick flashing her twat hole and everything else.
So this is.
Yeah,
Oh
and-
my.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know, talking about this
Exactly.
Dr. Earl. Talking about this Dr. Earl again. I am surprised that you were willing to put up with him. Put up with him for so long. Like the
Look,
fact that you even.
remember, I'm a very tolerable person. If I'm able to put up with a disrespectful restaurant manager for about 3 years, I'm able to put up with anything. Love
Dr. Earl. Dr. Earl.
Mouth about Jamaican rap. Yep.
Dr. Earl, that girl just shows her bush, her ass, her tits, everything. Jesus
absolutely.
Christ.
And this is the guy. And this is the gal that Prince said he finally gave his sausage to. In one DM he sent me a few days prior.
Oh, he was a
this is-
virgin.
You know, Dr. Earl, you probably should know this about this guy. This is the same guy who also sent a dick pic to Keith. Red Barber. Like, I'm not joking. This is what happened. You know what? Even just to go even further beyond, when I first, like, I remember being the first time I got on the call with this guy, he sings about me. He literally just sings to me about me. I'm just like,
that's creepy.
Oh my gosh.
So he sends dick pics, and not to mention that this is after the fact that he was crying about getting a dick pic from some big black guy, and this is the guy. He doesn't like dick pics, but he'll send dick pics and stuff, and that's who you're talking about.
A big black
To a
dick
guy
pic.
that group home. I know. See,
Dr. Earl.
yes.
That chick's a total slut.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, you also check out some of the photos of her, which site they were from. Each a different one. And by the way, and also included the one photo of her taken at that Chinese restaurant. As I mentioned, there was a third one that was on a different webpage, and I'm thinking possibly Prince Idol may have got a hold of those photos just out of the blue. Kind of like when Bullfrog tried to show his pantry on that other show when Casey was on with us, what turned out to be somebody he got from Google.
Well,
And
hey, Casey, you gotta think this through about Bullfrog. When it comes to Bullfrog, he sits on a couch all day, and he'll show you his pantry on cam.
Mm-hmm.
You're more obviously more healthy. That's not saying much, but you are more healthy, right? You're taller, and you're more clear of thought. True. What do you think? Bullfrog faking what he has in his pantry. Think this through. What do you think of that? I want to know what you think.
I was on Junebug's stream. Yeah, you were on with you, me, Junebug, Bullfrog, and a couple others.
Yeah,
that's
I remember that.
I gotta know what you think of that.
Oh, me? I think it's stupid. I thought it was insane.
Oh my God, that
because I was
guy's
like,
another
come
guy,
on.
bro. That fucking what's his name? Junebug. That dude's a
Junebug,
fucking wacko, bro. That dude's a fucking wacko and a half, bro.
Yep. Well, the only person, well, that's one guy. I don't know if we're talking about two different Junebugs, but wasn't he like a song parody guy?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. I remember he often did a couple shows and actually just out
Yeah,
of the
he was
blue
doing.
one
He
late
was.
evening,
He was.
invited me over.
He was doing song parodies. He was trying to do song parodies and all that, and he made a couple of good ones and shit. But like, he was like just a fucking wacko. Like, just like the type of dude that was just fucking like, oh, it's like unless you stroke his fucking whatever, like he like would have an issue with you or something. There's always something weird going on with him, you know.
I think he dated Gina. If we're talking about the same guy, I believe he did date Gina J. I don't know if any of you know about
Yes,
this.
I remember hearing about that. Yes. And
They're
he
talking
got
about
a
the
lot
same
of
guy.
flack for it.
Okay. Okay, I never really had an issue with him, but the only surface level I understood
Me neither.
was
I
he
never
was-
had an issue with him either. But from what I remember, a lot of weird shit with him. You know.
Yeah, well, you know, there was one moment where I was told about the weird shit, where apparently he got upset that Dave, quote unquote, criticized him, and WeCard was coming to me like, hey, how come Dave criticized? Dude, what do I know about this? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but like, again, but back onto Junebug, like, I don't know. I never had it. I don't really know any weird stuff he's done. The only weird thing I know he's done was get mad at Dave for criticism and go hang out with SC Steve and YR. So
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know.
another one of these guys that played games behind the scenes, like a lot of fucking weird shit. From what I remember.
Yeah, so
I
like,
never had,
yeah,
I
go
was
on.
gonna say I never had a problem with Junebug at all. I always had thought he was a good guy.
Like, I think he got into a fight with Joe like 500 times and went back to Joe. Like, this is like the fucking 500th time. He's like, left, come back, left, come back, left, come back. Like, it's that
He
type
made
of
a
shit.
lot of money. He
Yeah.
donated a lot of money to Joe. Like, hey, you know what? That's people want to do that. Fine, that's their money. You know, like I'm not gonna criticize people doing that. So, but I was like, he donated a lot of money. So.
Yeah, he does.
I
And
had-
a lot of us, in fact, has Casey. Like, listen, you remember I was a big donor once upon a time. So, as
That's
far
true.
as like Junebug goes, and it's an interesting topic to bring up because there's one moment. God, I need to talk about this. In fact, one moment where like, and this is at the time where Gina and Junebug were dating, as far as my knowledge goes. Joe brings up
Yeah, I
Gina
remember
J.
this. I remember. Yeah.
Yep, I remember that scenario.
And yet see, that's what I mean. Wait, Bullsy, that's perfect. You just mentioned that. That's what I mean. When he left off with Joe, it was when he first left off of this community the last time he left Junebug, from what I remember, it was he was all upset because Joe went and blurted it out loud about him and Gina, and all this crazy shit went down where people were breaking his balls and saying all this horrible shit, and he was pissed about it and left. And now here it is in 2025, just back in there donating to Joe like nothing ever happened. That's what I mean by weird shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I didn't really like bringing that up again, but it's a good point to bring up because that was a big thing where Joe was just like, yeah, I'm going to say this, and yeah, Junebug was even on that call at that point, but
Yeah.
he didn't say much of anything. And I hear he has an issue with it. It's like, I don't know. I don't really
Maybe he always had an issue if he just didn't want to respond at that time, probably.
Yeah, and if you really, just to clarify what it was Joe Cronin like telling Bullfrog off, and it was like, oh, that's the same thing you did to Gina J when you shared this.
Yeah.
Like that was obviously petty, like obviously petty from Joe's part. So at that point, I wasn't even on the
The
same
thing
call.
that
and I
Joe
didn't
is
really
petty
get-
altogether.
And by the way,
see,
I was on the same call. So I
that's
could
one thing
recall that
that's one thing you can't do with Joe is like tell him something and think that it won't come back out, because it will if it's the right moment. Trust me, it
yeah,
will.
and be like, oh, well, like, what am I supposed to do? Like why are you
Yeah.
blaming me for something? I didn't even bring it up, even though I said it. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But show,
either
show
way-
use whatever he can to get a draw attention, whatever he can. Oh, let's not forget Bullsy. I mentioned this to Ken and Mars Mirror when he was on Ken's program back in 2020, when before me and Tommy buried the hatchet. He told Tommy on one of his Raw reviews that I was going to come down to North Carolina and kick his ass. and never, ever, ever make that statement. The next day, I made a video about it saying, hey, Tommy, if you want to know if I actually said that, my Skype is open. I also called in on Joe's show later on that night, and Joe made the claim that I said it in the audio clip. He had the audio clip to prove it. Where's the audio clip? I'll wait, and lo and behold, no audio clip. So that tells you right there. Another big reason why Tommy left. He took advantage of Tommy's autism.
Yeah, honestly, like, that is a fair point. At the time, I was a big Tommy fan, but yes, these are points where I recognized some of these things when I was watching Joe. One moment, and I'm just going to bring up an example where Tommy is trying to rate a show, and Joe kept going, well, what'd you misspeak on? Well, like, I just misspoke because he gave a false. Tommy rated something badly, and Joe kept going, what'd you spoke on? And obviously, I think he was trying to get a reaction out of Tommy. There's moments where I know Joe is trying to get it's his show. I'm not entirely against this, and keep in mind, I'm not entirely against this. I understand that it's content, but he does do this to people, and yes, I understand why people leave. It's just the way it is. It's not hey, ragging on him, but this is the thing to expect. And when Joe goes, oh, they backstabbers, but like, do you think people are just gonna put up with your shit forever?
Yeah.
Oh, you may remember this, Bullsy. Redneck, who used to be a part of Real as Fuck TV with Viking Sand, Silver Roll Hunter.
I think I do
remember how slow he would talk at times? That's because he's deaf in one ear. And obviously, when you're deaf in one ear...
Is that Arnolian?
No, that's...
Oh.
No, Redneck lives in Montana. Arknoy lived in Texas.
Oh, okay. I think I recall talking to somebody like Redneck. Or yes,
but he lives, I guess, in Montana, if I'm correct, or does a roofing business. But either way, Redneck, he had issues with his hearing. He was deaf in one ear, and everyone knows when you have that situation, you're gonna speak a lot more slower, and a lot more louder, so you're able to hear yourself. And Joe was on the call with us, me, YR, and a couple other people on the call. And the next day, Joe clipped some of that conversation, and he made the claim that Redneck was retarded. I'm like, hello, the guy's deaf in one ear. Obviously, you don't really understand about that, you dipshit.
Well, let's understand why Joe said this. Does he just look at somebody and go like, oh, free Mongoloid, maybe I could put him on my show?
Exactly. He
Bingo.
Does. Absolutely.
Free Mongoloids.
I remember that one guy, Mikkel, who was on the show, who had, I guess, some mental issues himself. I'm surprised. I'm thinking he probably took a lot of shots at Mikkel behind the scenes.
Actually, considering Michael, I never really had an issue with Michael. Surprisingly,
I never met him myself, so I would not know.
But he's not a terrible dude. But to communicate with, I'll put it that way. But honestly, like, Joe would even consider putting that guy. Honestly, I almost kind of feel bad when I remember at the time where he puts Michael on with his mother. I get it, again, content, but sometimes I look back on that, it's like, that obviously guy is not right in the head. Why would you exploit him like this? It's almost kind of sad.
It is. It absolutely is. But then again, no, Joe demands the new content as much as he can. You use everybody and everything to his advantage to bring in viewers, subscribers, and of course,
it's Michael. Like, probably think of it this way: it's Michael of all people. It's not even like a bullfrog. It's Michael who can hardly speak, right? So guys got issues, right? That's exactly how he sounds. Like I remember the last time I was on.
And you know what Joe hears? Joe hears cha-ching.
Yeah.
No, I was just
you know what? Honestly, I think Michael doesn't really respect Joe either, considering the fact. So, like, the last time I talked with this guy was on Casey's show, where I was like, hey, how's it going, Michael? I'm like, actually, I'm going to put this out, where he goes, walks off camera, like, is that really what he does? Like,
fuck you! Now, imagine.
that is actually what he said on Casey's Raw show. Like, Fuck you.
Fuck you, you fucking comeback.
See, I want to do a bit with him because a lot of times I can't understand what Mikhail says. So it's like, hey, let's get him to write what he wants to say.
But the best is that
So-
Mikhail, that dude actually does come on and have fun with people. Like, I love the fact that he don't let nothing hold him back. He's still gonna come on and enjoy his shit, and that's cool. I like that, you know. But he's
actually,
like,
you know what? I think I remember talking with him even beforehand, and like, yeah. So in fact, he is a very chill dude.
yeah,
It's just he's one of the most chill dudes you'll come around, and you know what? He just embraces it. So like, it's just like you can't hate him. It's just hard to hate
no,
him.
you can't hate that
make
guy.
fun-
No way, bro.
You
No
can,
way.
you just can't. You can make fun of the fun of him, but
Yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time, he's just gotta
But
take
at
it.
the end of the day, he's probably more of a powerful person than all of us. You know what I mean? Like, I know that. You know?
Yeah.
I get that
So
shit.
Probably makes more sense than Kodak Black or any of these dumb
Yeah.
mumble rappers.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what? Like Michael is actually entertaining in his own way, so I put it that way. But
Hell yeah.
going back, you know, like again, when it comes to like him and Redneck, like I think I remember talking to him before, and if did he ever watch Joe?
Who?
I'm not too sure. I don't think he ever did. I remember it was on the show while we were doing.
I know I was on a call with him and with you, Ognoli, and Redneck. I remember that, but
yes,
I'm just
that
trying to recall
may
it.
have been it. That may have been it when Joe was on the call for a short while there, if I were correct.
Well, that would be way beforehand because I was on the time I got on your show was around 2021, and that was when I basically had a fallout with Joe. I'll put it that way.
Yeah,
It
we
would
all
have to be
know the
like-
reason why.
Yeah, but we had a so it would have to be beforehand, and then probably I probably never met Redneck up until on your show, and because at the time where I guess it was around 2019 where he did call into your show and you're like, oh, you're retarded.
Yeah.
So it would have to be that.
I'm thinking
Yeah, but
so.
that-
Yeah.
So that going from that, again, it just comes off as, ooh, Mongoloid, free ching ching, I need my retards. And that's why he's got his Garguts, and honestly, the Garguts, yeah. He's got his YRs, he's got his Luke Hohas, he's got his Bullfrog, no question about that. And honestly, I have not heard from Always Nerdy. That is a stranger thing.
Which is good because you recall he called me a flip flopper.
Yeah, always nerdy is horrible, bro. Thank God he's not on there with them. They make the show even worse. The guy's fucking horrible. You know?
But isn't it like he's the Howard Stern and he has the whack pack? Is that what he's trying
That's
to
what
do?
he thinks. That's what he thinks, bro.
I
He
think
thinks
he's trying
you know,
to get himself
yeah.
a new whack pack. But the thing is, see, all he got is basically community leftovers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just the way it is. Like every time I hear about Joe's show, like it's just in the Discord. Anytime I don't really like to engage with it nowadays. It's just like I'm done with Joe. I don't really care. And anytime I'm seeing it's just like, dude, does this guy not find ways to be more pathetic? Like the Jesse song for one is just like, really, you listen to what is being said. Why even hide it at this point?
Well, after this, I gotta make my AI videos of Joe after this show.
I got to bounce out of here anyway. I got to go inside and take care of shit for Shannon for her birthday tomorrow and get her I have to
All right,
wrap her
there,
gifts.
Go ahead. Happy birthday, Shannon. Props to you, kid.
Yeah, thank
Happy
you, man.
birthday.
If you guys are around tomorrow night, we'll be on partying all night, man. If you guys will be around, let me know. Hit me up.
I'll probably do what I did that one time, calling in from the castle.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Okay, there.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head out as well. I got
All right,
a shower to
Doc.
take, get ready for work, and all that good shit.
Nice,
there.
man.
You
Have a
luck,
good Saturday,
Bozy,
Doc.
Jay-Z, and you too, Ken, as well.
Yeah, you
Bye-bye.
too, man. Have a good one. Bullsy, you have a good Saturday, brother.
Yep.
Enjoy. I'll talk to you tomorrow if you're around. And Casey, same with you, brother.
I appreciate you having
And I'll
me
talk
on.
to yeah, thank you for coming on, guys. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Later, dude.
See ya.
Bye. The Casey is Roy, the Bullsy, in the fucking house, the fucking. The guys. Well, listen, if you guys are around tomorrow night, join us tomorrow night for the Shannon birthday bash on Insomniac. And have a good Saturday, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out for a little bit. And I'll see you guys soon. And, yeah, that's how that goes, all right? Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button. I'll see you guys soon, all right? Tagarish. Have a good Saturday. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, all right?
I did it.
Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord. Pulling the ripcord. Hitting the ejection seat. And getting out.
I love you, lamp. I love my lamp. Yo, I love my lamp. My lamp is a good lamp, good lamp. I turn it on, it's good lamp, a good lamp. The light goes on, it's good lamp, a good lamp. It brightens up my life, it's a good lamp. My lampy lighten up my life. I love the fucking lamp, I love my fucking lamp. Please give me lamp in the morning and the night. Fucking love my lamp, I love my lamp all night. Love my pussy lamp, I rub my lamp. Yeah, I rub my pussy lamp. I love my lamp, I love my lamp. Yeah, I love my lamp in the morning, lamp in the evening. I love my lamp when I'm fucking and sleeping. I fart with my lamp, I eat with my lamp. I sleep with my lamp, I shit with my lamp. I got the lamp on the side of the bed and it's giving me head, get sex instead. And I roll up on the lamp in the middle of the morning. Dirty fucking lamp gonna leave me fucking yawning. Oh, I pull my dick into it. Then I take my dick out and put it right into my... Yeah, I love the lamp, love the lamp. Gang rape lamps at the dirty pants.
Gang rape the shit out of it.
Man, get the man
Gang
damn.
rape the shit out of it.
2 grand slam, man.
Gang rape the shit out of it.
I love my lamp, man. Come and get the trample like a hoe, man. Eat the pussy out and wash the fucking dough, man.
I will eat your ass.
I love my lamp. I love my lamp. Love my lamp. Double loving lamps and it make me wanna laugh. I love my lamp so much. I got a water bill and a that fuck that touch. I love my lamp, get a lampshade. I pull my lampshade up, get the lampshade, turn the lights off, get in the bed with the shade. Pull the shades, get some lampshade, get some sick shit with a small dick. I put a small dick all up in a small chick. I'm a lampshade, come and rip my shades. Wearing sets of braids, come and fuck my maids. Yeah, I'm a lampshade, lampshade. I love my fucking lampshade. I love my lampshade, my lampshade. I got my lampshade. Put my dick up in my shit. I put my dick up in my lamp, and then I stick it right before I'm about to lick it.
Sex.
I fuck my lampshade, then I start to fart right out my pussy.
You got a tight little man pussy on you.
I said I fart right in my lampshade, lampshade. Begging for a pimp, great pamper fade. Come and get the gamp, slay the champ fade. Watch me get the champ, pay the champ slayed. Yeah, come and get my time, holding, bowman, lowman. Double chalky chocolate over my dick and when I'm rolling. Lick my fucking asshole till it's swollen. Then you can lick my butthole until it's swollen.
You want me to lick your asshole?
Fuck that.
I did it.
Take a finger and put it in my fucking butt crack. You smoking butt that good smack. I took my butt snack and shove.
And he comes in his asshole?
You dub cat.
Please continue.
Okay.
I will bend for you.
Mm-hmm.